Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on, folks? We are Grown A Geeks, and you are watching Random Geek Chat. Tonight's show, excuse me, sorry, dropped my remote. Trying to get everything set up. Wanted to, trying to, like 9:45, we're going to go live, and, then I'm running late. And of course, it's always something. So, trying to get everything set up now and get going here. But going to have some guests here, the normal watch group. They're going to be joining me here in just a little bit. And when they do, we're going to be talking about a couple of cool things. We're going to be talking about Static joining the DCU. James Gunn recently made some comments that he was looking for a way to make that happen, and I am very curious to see how that could happen. And we're going to discuss some ways that it could go down. What James Gunn would need to do, how we think we could get that to work. We'll talk about that, and of course, just thinking about movies in general. We've been talking lately, and one of the things that we're going to look at was with all of the for a while everything was a reboot, a remake, a continuation, a sequel of some sort. But we've seen some success lately with new IPs coming in and doing well. Sinners, completely original IP, something brand new. K-pop Demon Hunters, something brand new. Weapons, something brand new. And having these brand new, fresh ideas, how's that gonna, should we continue down that path? So we're gonna discuss that. Looks like we've got our first guest ready to join. Bring it to the stage, the one, the only, RG Cashmere. What's going on, RG?
What's up? Wow, I'm live instantly. I walked through the door live.
Yeah. You came right on time. And I'm realizing now that, of course, since we are live, my audio is all over the place. You know how that is. That's the crazy thing about being live, man. I forget sometimes that I got to change things.
You sound good.
It's just part of the growing pains of doing what we do. And one day it'll all just be on autopilot and everything will just be exactly the way we need it. But now that
after you share and subscribe, and we could get, if you share and subscribe and then comment, that would really help out, because then
it does.
We could get a producer.
Right. I mean, we could get a producer. If I could get a video editor, just those two things, and it could be the same person. I'm okay with that. It could be the same person. They could be both the editor and the producer. Because if they're producing, they already know what to bring in, what to cut, and how to swing it. Looks like we got our next guest joining us tonight. The lovely, wonderful Miss Brandy. Let me bring her on here. You know her. We love her. She's on the show. Insert cool nickname, Miss Brandy. What's going on?
What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
All right, that might explain it. I got the
miss y'all. You know what? We took like 2 weeks off, and it was my fault. I'm not even gonna front like it was y'all, because y'all were like, we recorded it. I was like, nah, let's chill. So it's completely on me. But I do that, and then I'm like, I ain't got nobody to talk to. We'll talk about, So I'm glad y'all are here tonight, so we can talk about whatever.
We miss you too, Sam. We miss you too. Is that the geek way of saying you miss us?
That is absolutely the geek way. I be needing to talk about things, and the people I be trying to talk to, they be confused. They don't know what I'm talking about. So I need to talk to people who can have conversations, who know stuff.
I have a topic about reactors. Okay, so my new little thing that I like is to go and watch people watching the movies. So I've watched a lot of reactors react to like Superman and stuff like that, right? Because I work and I be at home and it passes the time.
I got you.
Right. My beef is reactors who react to a movie and they don't like the movie. Like they go in not liking the movie. So the whole time they're like being negative and making snarky comments and things of that nature. And it's like, then don't watch the movie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I
watched somebody watch Superman, and the whole time all he did was complain and talk about Man of Steel. And it's like, then don't watch this Superman.
Wow. Are they not trying to make it like Mystery Science Theater 3000ish.
No,
They're
not in a
a lot of
clever
times
way.
not.
beefing. Wow.
Like not in a funny, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
No, just straight up negative the whole time. Oh, the suit is stupid. I like Man of Steel, and I don't understand. Man of Steel was so much
Oh,
better, and da da da. And it's just like, dude, you don't have to watch these movies.
that is
I
real.
saw people do
Man.
it with the Barbie movie, just
Yeah,
certain movies, and it's like
yeah. No,
the whole point of this is to open your mind and be objective and watch a new movie. If you really, if you really are like, I really can't see myself past this, just don't watch it. It's okay not to watch something.
no, and I
Like,
get that. And what's
Everything ain't for everybody.
so here's what's funny. My older brother was in town a couple weeks ago, and was it a couple weeks? It was like a couple weeks. He was in town. His wife, his sons, like we had a nice little family get together. We did family pictures, all that kind of stuff, right? So we had a good time, and we were at my parents' house, and we were doing like I missed family game night, but it was like Sunday evening, and everybody was eating. We had a big barbecue. Everything, it was fun times, and of course everybody was like, hey, let's put on a movie. So my dad was like, hey Sam, like what's a movie that's out? Like what should we watch? I was like, Superman's available on streaming. Like we could get that on Prime. And he was like, yeah, let's put that on. So my dad was hyped, and he was like, yeah, turn it on. My mom was like glued to the TV. She couldn't wait to watch it. I'm like, okay, bet. We about to watch Superman. It's cool. I don't think we were like 20 minutes into the movie, and I was looking at my brother. I was like, if y'all don't shut up and watch this movie, stop asking questions. Just watch the movie. Watch the movie. And it was just like, this is my older brother. And part of me is like, I know you're only doing this to mess with me. I know this.
Well, I'm sure he knows you love Superman.
My brother, but my brother is like as much a geek, and like that. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you don't know the lore.
Oh wow!
Why are you
okay?
Like, and it was just so infuriating. So I get what you're saying as far as people like, and mind you, like not everybody. It's not like we're a family of super fans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't go for Superman. That's my character. You know what I'm saying? Right. My brother does a lot more anime, and you know what I'm saying. He's current on what he likes, and of course he's in. For him, it's a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their avenue in. And my dad kept like getting up, walking out, and he was like, "How long is we rented it, right? So how long do we have? Because I want to sit and watch the whole thing so I can know what's going on." And I was like,
"I know, Dad. Just push play,
right? Just have a seat, man. Just like it's cool. It's
you don't gotta bring it back or rewind it,
right? And I told him, I was like, you know what? You got 48 hours. Watch it as many times as you like. In that 48 hours is cool, and. But that was his thing. He wanted to like make sure that he saw everything. He didn't want to miss nothing. I was like, you're not gonna miss anything. Just but
it's one thing if you go to a movie and you watch the movie and you don't like the movie, right? And you have valid critiques. Like I can't even be mad at RG's critiques of like Fantastic Four because they were valid critiques. He went to the movie, he looked, and you know what I'm saying. But if you're going into the movie already like, I'm not gonna like this movie,
right?
Like, why are you
watching it in the first place? Right? Yeah, like that type of shit. Okay, that's fucking ridiculous.
If I know that it's not for me, I'm not gonna make myself watch something that I know I'm not gonna like. Like
now, I will say, and I think there are times when doing that is appropriate because I actually like I have a whole show that I do called Why Did I Watch That? But I know that I'm going in watching bad movies. Like we would
but a bad movie can be good.
And the whole point was to find something, find one redeeming quality for the film.
Right.
And two, it is it's usually a barrel of laughs because we're probably doing more Mystery Science Theater 3000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and Denisha, we would pick these movies and we would watch them. We would do like quick little reviews. And we would just be cracking up the whole time, just picking out all of the plot holes, the flaws, the bad edits, the bad stuff like that. And we're talking about, we would pick the worst of the worst, like got a 2 on the tomato meter, got a 5 on the tomato meter. Like I would watch The Room and then do a review of The Room.
Right.
Like, but the movie's bad.
Yes.
And so doing that kind of review is different. But when you're watching a AAA blockbuster movie, like, and you are watching a movie with the expectation that the movie's is supposed to be good,
right?
But you are intentionally critiquing it negatively because you don't like it. That's a weird like why?
Yeah.
I just think people struggle with the concept today of everything doesn't have to be for everyone. Like, if you don't like it, it's okay that you don't like it, but it's not okay for you to be mad that other people did, because
that type of shit pisses me off. Because it's like, you don't have to ruin my shit because you don't like it. Like, if you don't like it, all right, I got you. You don't like it. That's not your flavor. Totally fine. You ain't got to shit on me because I like
every time. Sorry, but it's like every time somebody posts about that one person is always on every single. Like, if you don't like the thing, why are you following the thing? You see what I'm saying? Like, what?
Like, that's ridiculous. I'm not gonna force myself to sit there and be like, I know I'm gonna be mad. I know if I watch this movie, I'm gonna be mad. So why am I gonna watch something to make myself mad? I'm just gonna be like, nah, fuck it. I feel like bitching today.
Just like the Riri Williams stuff, right? Every time I seen a post about Riri, for the most part, I just skipped and skated right on past that. Like, I'm not gonna go into them comments because why would I intentionally upset myself?
Right. We don't
have motherfucker gonna say something stupid.
Yeah,
and I don't like body horror. So I've never seen The Human Centipede. Never was there an urge.
Right. I'm never like,
what I'm missing. No.
You know what? It's funny because you say horror, and I immediately have to ask. We've got another guest joining us, Miss Teresa. How to be TK? What's going on, Teresa?
Not too much.
Are you recovered?
Her cheeks still hurt.
No, I'm not.
Her cheeks still hurt from missing Brand, from seeing
Brandon. Give you like a whole moment spotlight where we'll let you talk all about your Dragon Con experience, because it looked like you tore it up and you looked like you had a great time. Man. You absolutely look like you had a fantastic time. Real quick question, because Brandy was just talking about body horror. Have you ever seen Human Centipede?
Me?
Yes.
No, but just like what Brandy was saying, she knows she doesn't want to see that, so she doesn't watch it.
Okay.
I know that I do not want to see anything like that, so I
don't watch it.
Right, and that's fine. But I know, like, you being a horror fan, I didn't know if that was something that would be. I've seen enough memes and jokes about it to tell me I don't need to see the movie.
Right. I like
the movie Together,
and aliens and scary things, not like
just being disgusting for the sake of being disgusting.
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So on that note, there's a new movie. It's called Together. Y'all need to see it. Like the way that I told y'all needed to see The Substance. The way that I told you.
Okay. Then we will get to it. I actually have
this is on the
I have memories
I really
in my
see
queue.
This. I do want to see that.
You said what?
I have memories in my queue on Prime. The anime Memories.
Oh, they have that
on Amazon Prime.
Seen that in years.
It's in my queue, and I'm gonna load that up. We've got one more guest joining us tonight.
Yay!
My man, my partner, my co-host, Jeffrey JPNT17.
What's up, like the NBA
party.
I appreciate you waiting and not bringing me in on Human Centipede.
I didn't feel like there was a need. I know you ain't seen that. First of all, it's horror. Secondly, the content. It just why?
And I'll leave a movie. That movie, The Hills Have Eyes. I never seen the end of it. I never seen the end of it. I was literally done, and I don't do that much, but I was like, there's nothing past this point.
Yeah, I walked out on I Spit on Your Grave.
Another one.
Dude, I was like mad young when that came out, dude, and all of a sudden, all I know is a penis got chopped off, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
No, you did say walked out, so I'm thinking I didn't see that in the theater.
No, I went to the movie theater.
So I mean,
I snuck in. You know,
what was the other one? Last House on the Left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Traumatic. As a
that was
kid,
kind of when I determined.
The original, traumatic.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible. That's when you make a decision right there. It's like, I'm good on horror. I'm good on horror. It's not really my genre right there. Yeah.
Facts.
Give me more of that tall dude who was breathing like he had asthma. I want that one.
Yeah.
I'm a hypocrite though, because I really like Tusk. And that.
But see, there's a difference in the.
Yeah, you don't have to not enjoy the genre. You know what I'm saying? It's just a preference.
I'm just saying.
But I mean,
there's exceptions to every rule.
I was about to say the way Tusk was done was a little different. Just like The Substance. Not something I typically would have thought of to be like, "Ooh, I want to watch." The Fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gross, but it's such a good movie.
Yeah,
that it kind of exceeds.
It's gross for a reason.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There's context to the grossness, if you will.
I just can't imagine that there is an in-depth and lovely story around the human centipede.
Whatever it was, I'm sure it would just
a
pass
deep
right
love
through.
story.
I mean, that's the kind of thing they green light, and then there's so many like black stories that you just like will never see because somebody spent money on Human Centipede, and it's just like there's an audience for it, but
there's two.
Just because you
Isn't
can,
there?
doesn't
Is
mean
there
you
two
should.
or three? There's more than one.
I believe there are multiple Human Centipede movies. Yes,
I don't understand.
I believe that.
I believe that's
what
a
is
trilogy.
the story that needs to be told throughout the
Somebody needed to eat some ass in a movie.
What is the through line? I would think after the first time you wouldn't get caught up again. So I can only assume that it's three different people each time.
That's a very selective, that's very selective. They only heard the good parts. They were like, well, he liked it. Let's make another one. There's like 50 people over here who don't like that movie, man. Maybe we shouldn't make it.
But there's horror movies. Like there's one called A Serbian Tale. I know I never want to see it. I've never seen it, but I know I don't ever want to see it. Like there's horror
that's come
movies.
up on a list once or twice when it's like the top 10 whatever movies. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't need to see that.
I read the synopsis and I was like, this is a little bit too much for me. Just the Wikipedia was like,
the description is
what is wrong with people? What is legitimately wrong with anybody that would want to watch certain? I don't mind horror. I laughed. We laughed all the way through all the Friday 13th, and Freddy Krueger scared me as a kid, and I still think that is one of the scariest ideas of a horror like villain. But he progressively got funnier, Halloween's, all of that. I'm down for all that. But when you like
definitely as it got more campy, it became more enjoyable as opposed to just like being terrified and not wanting to sleep because I don't want this man to get me in my dreams and whatnot.
Right.
And then I think
Freddy was raw. I was like 6, 7 when that came out. Like
now
I vividly remember when Freddy came out being terrified, and I had never even seen the movie.
The one
he introduced the idea of dying in your sleep, and he really made it like
Jackie Early.
Wow, if I have a bad
Jackie Earl Haley, the one that they just did.
The remake.
Yeah. That one, it was a different type of scary. It was very like unsettling scary because of the context of. Say what?
I didn't like Freddy in that one. I thought Freddy looked comical.
He did.
And not scary to me.
But see, like the idea of like Freddy Krueger and like he was taking out the kids and whatnot, and it was like, ooh, you better be good if Freddy come get you. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Like just as a concept was very scary. But when you get to like this new movie, they just showed more than they needed to show, and it put it in a different realm. And it's like, on the one hand, kind of like okay with you getting burnt up, but then it's like, okay, maybe like this whole, and this is where I know RG would have an issue, because it's like, okay, are you misunderstood? Are you like it was an inappropriate relationship, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't look good for you, bruh. It doesn't look good. No matter how you slice it, it doesn't look good. And I was very uncomfortable with the way they had Freddie in that. So I was like, not for me.
I think because part of the fear is the unknown. Like, we didn't really know anything about Freddie's backstory till what, 4 or 5? Like, it was way down the line with Son of 100 Maniacs and all that. Right. So the first Freddy Krueger movie, you know what I'm saying? All we know is they were like, well, the parents burnt this man.
Right.
Like, there was not like lore yet, you know?
Right. We didn't see him growing up.
The remake didn't hold on to that, like, it's like Jaws. Remember the original Jaws? They didn't show the shark that much because the mechanical shark looked like crap, and that's what made it scary.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because I remember in Jaws 3D. Oh, but I also traumatized for life off of that movie from going into aquariums with the dome over you.
Okay.
To this day, I'll be like, nah, I'm good.
Wow. Atlantis will never will not have the pleasure of you visiting that. You're like, I'm good.
Looking at it now, it is the cheesiest effect that ever affected in any movie ever.
We ain't supposed to be down there.
They did a good job.
So we say that's the wrong spot. We're not supposed to be, okay.
We ain't supposed to be down there.
Yeah.
There you go. You don't hear about black people getting shark bites.
Or being in the submarines and all this. Listen, I see what you're saying, James Cameron. More power to you.
I can't breathe there. I cannot breathe there. Why? I'm not
finding new things down there.
I'm not meant to stay there.
Every day. The lower they go down, the bigger and the scarier the things are. I'm good with whatever.
That's white people. They be like, we not finna let a little thing like no oxygen stop us from getting to whatever the fuck is down here.
What is that? I want to know. I want to know. That's
pressure,
make a way to bring the oxygen with us.
What are you going down there? What is going on down there?
I think it's the Abyss. Damn. I keep telling everybody the Abyss was a true story.
No Lido deck for
that is what's down there, and that is why people be seeing spaceships and stuff all out and over the ocean. The Abyss.
Oh, the aliens is here for sure. The aliens is here.
Yeah, I don't need that much convincing on that one. I'm kind of like, it's gotta be.
I mean, they didn't release all the alien autopsy files and everything like that from the Pentagon, and all them files is out and released. But because they drip fed us information about, the little slim gray guy with the big eyes, we've been seeing that image for years. When they finally tell us that's what it is, we were like, oh yeah, we knew that. And that was.
But I don't. I think it's like American Horror Story.
Okay,
that's what I think it's like. I think that was closer. You said what?
I said I stopped watching that too. It got a little scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always thought
it was crazy.
I've always thought it's very interesting that you hear about the conspiracy theories of like the reptilians and whatnot, and everybody act like the show V wasn't a TV show for years.
And that show was fucking awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
That show scared the traumatized when she ate that rat. Listen, my soul left my body. I was,
and so it's like
that TV.
And it's again, it's just one of those things where it's like
my body was there and my mind was in my bedroom. I was traumatized.
They show you something.
It was very convincing.
Tell you it's like, oh, this is just, don't worry about it. It's just a TV show.
That actress is fantastic. She really ate
and
that
of course,
damn
again,
mouse.
now you look at it and it's like, but in my mind, she ate that rat. I seen her chew it. She had a beverage. I was like, absolutely not. And then the faces. Another one that it shouldn't have been scary, but it was Cocoon. Remember in
Really?
Cocoon when they took their skins off?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The child, listen, I was like, I don't
they
know
had
what just
y'all watching some
happened.
crazy stuff.
But you know what? That was the
such a good
This was
movie,
the CGI era of
good movie.
Alien and stuff like that.
It's
I was
a
about to say,
great
this-
movie. It's not scary.
Yeah.
It's not scary.
Oh,
it
I've
was
seen-
just
I've
scary
seen
as a
Cocoon.
kid.
I've seen Cocoon, but it was also just like it was something that like the kids who were like my age didn't watch, but the kids who were like I was probably like 8 or 9, and it'd be like the kids who were like 14 and 15 would be like watching it. And I'm just like, what is this? Why are you watching this movie with these old people?
Yeah.
right.
But then that's Steve Guttenberg.
I need to rewatch that.
Yeah, Steve Guttenberg.
Yes.
See,
What
Steve
happened
Guttenberg
to
is one of
him?
them dudes where it's like I don't like I look at so many movies, I'm like, why the fuck was Steve Guttenberg in everything? Because I
He was too.
I didn't understand. I like Police Academy, but he was my least favorite character. Like,
Right.
I just never looked at him. Like my favorite Steve Guttenberg movie is probably It Takes Two.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But,
Christy Alley.
Yeah.
3 Men and a
I
Baby.
think there was a point. I love 3 Men and a Baby.
I was about to say that's where I look at.
Where like in Hollywood,
like
where the everyman kind of took over. So you had like Paul Reiser, Steve Guttenberg. What's his name? I can't even think of the other guys who I was just thinking of. But there was a
Billy Crystal.
Slubby,
I was about to say Billy Crystal comes to mind right in that.
Billy Crystal, like
my
there
dog
was just
thought
a
highly
wave
of himself when he was casting.
You know, the everyman guy. So
yeah.
In the 80s, that was a big deal. There was like the really pretty guy and then the everyman guy.
Yeah. Those were the Martin Shorts, the Rick Moranis's.
Right.
Now they had the angle for comedy, which made it work out a little bit better for them. But yeah, there was always that. It's the same setup you would have where you have like the straight man and the funny man. And in this case, you have like the everyman and the hero character. You know what I'm saying? Because like Inner Space is one of the movies that comes to mind where you have Dennis Quaid, who's like, Tuck is this great guy, but it's Martin Short who gets the girl kind of thing. And,
is the hero.
And it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's not how that would have happened.
That's why we got all these incels now. They grew up watching them movies thinking just being the mediocre dude with a couple quips is going to get you whatever girl you want.
I'm going to tell you
and then
what
they hit
movie
real life.
All those movies co-signed
The Last American Virgin. The Last American Virgin ruined a generation of dudes because that guy was terrible in that movie. And every man I know feels so bad for him and feels like he was just used and abused. And he was awful. He was terrible in that movie.
The greatest thing about the Last American Virgin is that the song's ending credits.
Oh my gosh.
So remember, he doesn't. There you go. But I guess my best wasn't good enough. The ending credits was you did all that and you still ain't get no pussy. So that was
right. But you also have to look at the fact that she didn't come to him. He went after her. He went after her several times, even though he knew she was with his friend. Even when she was pregnant, she didn't come to him. He went to her. Oh, I got you. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to take care of you. She never, not one time was like, I like you. I like you. She was vulnerable. She was pregnant. She needed somebody. And he showed up like, da, 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 but it was all for him. Even when they kissed, it was like in a low moment. She was, oh, you've always been there for me. You've been there for me this whole time. And they kissed. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm pretending to like you. So in the end, when she does go back to the friend, yeah, that's messed up. But he's not the victim. Bro, you tried to snake your friend's old lady. Yeah. However, your friend was going about
he
things.
Ain't put a ring
he
on
did
it.
his best. but his best was not
wasn't
good enough.
If he ain't putting no ring on it,
no, okay.
better stop bullshitting.
I remember watching that movie and then that song came on and me and my mans was cracking up. We was like, yo, even the
It
movie's
tears your
clowning
heart
on
out.
you.
Like
you did
the
your
song
best.
makes you feel so
Your
bad
best
for
was
dude.
not
Like,
good enough.
oh my gosh, this is awful. He did not get the girl in the end. But it's like, bro, she was never your girl.
Nigga, that's
She was
real
never your
life.
girl.
That's just the movie ended realistically. Yeah, you did all of that, and she still ain't want to be with you, dog. All right, you
But she
ready?
didn't
Let's
want to be with him anyway.
go
Like
have a
she never wanted to be with him. Why would you?
just trying,
You going all out, jumping out the window for this girl that does not like you. She don't like you.
It be hard though.
Go find somebody who does. That
be
would be a
hard.
whole different movie.
If that movie was today, she would have been like, "So, you gonna cash at me?"
Right.
Tuh.
So you literally, and he would be like, okay, why doesn't she like me? I don't.
There you go. If a woman asks you to cash out
They need to watch.
she
What
don't
was
really
the
like
movie
you.
with
She
Eric
don't want to go out with
Stoltz
you.
and not Jennifer Jason Leigh? She had the short haircut. He Eric Stoltz was the hero of it, and he liked the popular girl. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Not
I
that.
Never
think
put the
I
name of
do.
it though.
Not Jennifer Jason Leigh. Jennifer.
Something.
Connolly.
No,
When she
no,
was
no,
riding
not
that
Connolly.
horse
The
in the gas
blonde,
station.
the funny looking blonde, where she was like a mechanic. Yeah, the girl was a
Yeah.
mechanic.
Was that
Some Kind of Wonderful? Is that Some Kind of Wonderful?
Something Wonderful, or I think it is Some Kind of Wonderful.
Some Kind of Wonderful.
Okay, so in that movie, right, he was going after the popular girl. The girl didn't like him. What'd he do?
Right.
Eventually, he looked around and was like, "Oh yeah, you cool and you fine. What am I doing?"
But see, that was I think that was the start of the. I remember, like in the early 2000s, late 90s, there was that trope of all the movies where they even made fun of it.
Girl, she wears glasses.
Right, like she has glasses, her hair's in a mess, and she has overalls with the paint on them. You know what I'm saying? So of course, like
ugly.
Right, that was the ugly girl, and then of course, like somebody who, like, if this is your makeover,
I'm gonna say this.
If that's the whole makeover,
I'm gonna say this. That message was needed. The message of stop looking just at the girls like who just flaunt it all the time, because some of these weirdos are fine on the low too, and you ain't gotta try to go compete with the quarterback of the school.
But they were still traditionally attractive, even though because it was just like you say, it was just the overalls with the paint or the short haircut or a little bit tomboyishness. They were still traditionally attractive. The fat girl was never gonna get nobody.
Right.
But I'm saying, if you catch her in the nerdy phase before the quarterback makes his deal to see if he can turn her into the prom queen, like
you got her and slid in there. Well, but Teen Wolf was like that. Remember Teen Wolf Goof or whatever her name was?
Yeah.
That's the trope everybody needs to be clinging on to. Don't be going after the unattainable. Find you a nice, pretty girl that likes you.
Be real with yourself.
You know, that even goes. What's the fish
be real.
Will Smith?
Be real. Nah, people gotta be real with themselves for a second.
There is such a thing that's out of your league.
It's tears. I know we want to be on the internet like we're all equal and both. Like, yeah, we should all be able to vote. We should all have equal access to certain rights. But it's some rooms you're not gonna get in, and in some rooms you don't need to be in.
There's levels to this shit, bitch.
You need to have enough clarity to understand what room you belong in. There's a range of rooms.
There's a lot of rooms.
There's a room that's like very comfortable for you, and then
you
there's
have
a room
right
that's like you got
to go to a room every day. You just need to be in the right room.
But there's some rooms where it's like, bro,
there's some rooms you just didn't have the genetics.
You can't hit this pitching up here. They throwing 89 mile per hour curveballs. Like you better take that shit back down to AAA. the Montgomery Muskrats or whoever, whatever
Still in the back.
affiliate down there.
The Savannah Sand Gnats.
What is it right now? They're doing the banana baseball where they got to like do the whole little dance routine.
The Birmingham Biscuits.
That's the banana.
No, they got a real team called the Biscuits in Alabama.
I can
Sam
believe
was
that.
talking about the bananas though.
Oh, the
Not the
Savannah
bananas. What?
The
Savannah bananas.
It's like the baseball.
You can't say stuff like
starter.
that anymore now. Everybody is
bananas.
10, no matter what. I'm just saying that if we're going to go off of movie tropes, there are healthier movie tropes than guy goes after the unattainable girl and somehow magically gets her. Like, in reality, Steve didn't marry Laura. Steve woke up one day and was like, Myra, fine as hell. And he married Myra. Like, in reality.
Eddie woke up one day and was like, Steve, you crazy. If you're not finna go crazy, I'm about to.
Yeah.
But you can't even be mad. You ain't even like it, dog.
Let me ask you a question, Brandy, because how do you feel about the movie Hitch?
I like Hitch, but I like Hitch because the people that were in Hitch were very charming.
Right.
So
how do you feel about the like the King of Queens ending up with the multi-billionaire like heiress?
I think that's different because again, this was based off of like personality. She got to know him and fell in love with him. I don't think. How do I put this? Like, okay. So I was trying to talk to somebody the other day about this, and I don't know, because sometimes I guess I come off abrasive or something in print. But basically, what I was saying is you got to pick a struggle. You can't be ugly and have a bad attitude. You can't be broke and nasty to people. You have to pick a struggle because people will still want to do for you if you're nice, if you're pleasant, if you're kind, if you're charming.
Right.
You can definitely get yourself into those situations if you know how to talk to people. I know dudes who don't work because their old lady takes care of them. And you know what? They're nice to her. They treat her nicely because they appreciate the situation that they're in. So I feel like in Hitch, Kevin James was a nice guy, genuinely. And because of the way that it was maneuvered, she got a chance to see that. And she fell in love with him.
She know.
Yeah.
Like, I know y'all don't believe that happened.
Baby, if you're listening.
I'm
living it. Do like people for their personality. Like,
I'm living it. Right. I just found that to be interesting because it is one of those movies where it's like if you like line up the cast, it's like the Kevin James character doesn't usually get a girl at all, let alone the girl. That's how charismatic like Will Smith is as an actor. He got enough charisma to help this dude and get his own girl.
Right. And still get his girl.
I'm attracted to Kevin James. Like, I think he's very attractive. I loved him on The King of Queens. I like big men. So that's not a deterrent to me. One of my first crushes was Heavy D. Like, I like bigger guys. That
Heavy D was different though, because I liked Heavy D too. In my mind, Heavy D was my man. There was something else about.
Like, listen, we're gonna have to fight over good old waterbed hair. But so it's the same way I tell people I am very attracted to Jack Black.
Right.
Been very attracted to Jack Black for years. I would date him seriously, not just like as a novelty.
I don't think Hollywood thinks people feel like that about people who are shaped like that, male and female. And I think like
Hollywood,
that's unfortunate. But there are women who do like big men.
But then Hollywood does have a tendency.
Have no redeeming qualities.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then they do have a tendency to
again pick
that
a
type
struggle.
Of man.
I am a big girl. I can't be big and nasty. Big and I smell bad. I can't be big and I got a nasty attitude because then I'm gonna just be that big B over there. Like you gotta pick a struggle.
That big B over there by herself.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Now
Yeah, but Hollywood has a tendency to pair that type of man with an attractive woman. I mean, just like King of Queens, or if you look at it from Honeymooners, you know what I'm saying? Like the
Family
Honeymooners
Guy.
kind of started it, right? I remember,
that's because
it's
the
Ralph
men who
Cramden
run
with this.
Hollywood look like that.
I was about to
Exactly.
say
That's the kind of women they want to be with.
Exactly. Exactly.
It is a power.
But then I
John
feel like I
Belushi
see a lot too. Yeah.
There's so many sitcoms with
That
that
John
dynamic.
Belushi one was crazy. Like you
Yeah,
wilding, dog. You cutting up way too much for this to be the disparity. Like she should have left you before she even had kids, bruh. She must got that. Like that wife had terrible self-esteem.
Yeah. Well, he had some problems, obviously. So
no, he was not.
Him and his white friends
problems.
playing the blues in his garage. Man, if you don't get the hell on, John Belushi.
Oh dang! I done opened up something.
Okay, all right. Now let's go to the itinerary.
I fuck with the Blues Brothers. That's one of my favorite movies. But I'm not about to watch the Blues Brother, Little Brother. Nah.
Yeah, that's Jim, not John.
Oh, that's Jim Belushi you talking about. You talking about Jim
Belushi?
Belushi.
His wife.
Yeah.
The wife on his sitcom.
His wife on that show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, the King of Queens one was crazy too. My girl Stacey Carosi.
But I think Kevin James is so cute. I think he's so cute. I thought he was cute in Grown Ups. I think he's so cute. I could see how he would get the Leah
as a
Remini
dude,
character.
he has as a dude, right? He
And
has a
he's
really
sweet,
he has a really cool personality. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there's one thing about his characters, even in the one that he was in with Adam Sandler. I now pronounce you
Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry. Yeah, like, you know, he's always really cool. He kind of plays just a really like a dude I wouldn't mind having a beer with. I wouldn't mind him being a homie. I wouldn't mind kicking it with him. So it's like it's good that Hollywood does show that type of dude deserves a good looking woman.
A good
you know
girl.
What I'm saying? Like get your, you know, it's okay to get that. You know what I'm saying? To back that up. So
I mean, he definitely comes off as the class clown, but he's also like funny. You know what I'm saying? So in a lot of cases,
and genuine.
He's sincere. He's a very sincere dude.
Not a bully.
Yes.
Right.
A lot of people who play characters built like that are like bullies or dummies. And he was just like a very expressive and passionate person.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though he made fun of his friends on the show, but it was like all your friends are dumb. So yeah. But his black friend was smarter than him.
Which he recognized.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which he recognized. So
like you said, there's just a genuine quality about the character
on that show.
You said I kind of thought, is that not a guy thing? Making fun of your friends? I thought that was kind of how y'all bonded.
Oh yeah,
roasting each other.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
But it's like different people take stuff different ways. So you gotta understand how to roast
the friends that you would find in that show, King of Queens, like that friend group. That's exactly how that plays out. That might not be the same way those jokes would be told on, say, like Martin, like that friend group. It would play out differently. And so knowing like where your boundaries are and what jokes you can make and what jokes you shouldn't make, like which jokes will get laughed at and which will get punched you in the face, you know, like
Chris Rock.
You know what I'm saying? You have to joke accordingly. You know, you have to clown accordingly. The way you
slip that is so nice there with the Chris Rock.
I mean,
I'm still on Will Smith's side about that, bro.
I'm on Will Smith's side too, and I don't care.
I've never had an issue with it.
I don't care. And the only reason being is that this was like, you've been coming for years, bro.
Yeah.
And at this point,
enough is enough.
If you was on the street and a man was coming at your wife like that, just out the blue and for no reason, every time you see this dude, he ain't doing nothing but talking stuff about your wife. Like, come on, man. First of all, you're a better comedian than that. Like,
And
this is
two, I will
intentional.
beat your ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's the main one, right? Like, a lot of comedians can fight for a reason, but they ain't gonna try to fight everybody. And
Yeah.
it's like, bro, like that's
Facts.
not the problem you want. This man actually, like, when he played Ali, he was training.
Yeah.
He from South Philly. He know how to fight. Clearly, you don't, because you let a man get that close to you and didn't put a hand up or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I've just always thought it was funny that every time that conversation first came up, at no point was anybody like Chris shoulda. Everybody was just like Will shouldn't have. Nobody ever took the stance that Chris Rock should have done anything, as if he couldn't or would not have been able to. It was immediately like Chris Rock was going to get his ass beat, no matter how the situation played out. If it was Will
but
versus
it's a way
Chris,
to
it was
take
always
an ass
going to be
whooping.
Will. You know, and so it's like you just, even when he tried to do the little special afterwards and, like, you know, give his side of it, he finally speaks out. It's like, it's too little.
Yeah, that too. I kind of at that.
We was all watching it. We was watching
right,
it.
but
What do you
for
mean
you
your
to
side?
come with something a year later, talking about it, not even a year, right? Like, it's going on 2, right? It's been a minute.
Oh no, it's been a few years now.
It was.
So,
It
like,
was.
why are you don't
the
want to
waste
say
of
nothing
breath
at the time?
I mean, if nothing else,
good.
it was a money grab move to capitalize on the context of the conversation, to be able to
that
say
conversation
whatever.
been over with. At this point, I'm still like, I lost before the slap though. Me and Chris was on thin ice because that good hair special he did, which he should goddamn well know better. And then the whole situation where he was telling them men that it was okay for them to say the N-word, and Jerry Jerome Seinfeld had to be the one to be like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that interview?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I watched that cooning ass shit.
I mean,
can't stand that dude, bro.
Literally, I thought that's what Jeff was referencing a moment ago. The jokes you can tell with these friends that you can't tell, you know, which jokes get you punched in the face.
And talking about somebody's wife. Sometimes it's one of those if you ain't got that relationship, right? And it's just like,
no, the very first
saying,
thing,
dude, you gotta know where you at. Like, white people might joke around like that. Here, take my wife, please. All that Don Rickles shit. Niggas don't be liking that shit for real.
Right.
Like, we was cool with Don Rickles, but you saw when he was on Letterman with Denzel, he ain't say nothing about Denzel's wife.
Right. Yeah. That was also, I think that was an era of jokes, because I remember Rodney Dangerfield. That was like his whole thing, just always like on the verge of divorce and whatnot.
And you ain't seen none of the black comedians from that era with none of that content. Red Fox wasn't talking about no take my wife, please.
Nah.
He was like, I kill mine off because y'all ain't gonna have me talking crazy and my wife on TV. Bring in her sister and we can get down. But I ain't about to be yelling at my wife on TV.
Yeah.
Even when he did the second show with Della Reese.
Yeah.
Like, Della Reese was putting him in his place. He was grumpy, but he did whatever the hell she said.
Honestly, I don't think you really see you don't see those types of relationships in black couples on TV that you see with the white couples. Like, even, and it's probably just from a sitcom standpoint, where in a sense it is black sitcoms and white sitcoms. It's that evident, that different.
I think the closest relationship I think that came to that would probably have been William and Joan on Girlfriends. Like, that was just a random relationship that didn't make sense. You feel me? And it just didn't. It didn't feel organic or right. Like, it just felt like a sitcom plot relationship, generic sitcom plot relationship, not like Kyle and Max or.
William to me felt like they wrote that as a gay character, and then the studio was like, we can't have him be gay. There's only one black man on the show. He can't be gay, or people gonna go crazy. And so then they didn't like change it. But then they like, he on the show friends with all these women. He ain't knocking none of them down. And that goes back to our conversation earlier about knowing what league you play in. yes, he could be friends with all of those women and knock none of it down because it ain't like, come on, bruh. Come on, dog.
No.
Like I'll
not
believe,
even Lynn. And Lynn
like,
would have sex with anybody.
You have not established this as a world of mysticism and magic in order for me to believe that this would eventually be the outcome of this friendship.
See, but what's funny though, and it's like, even with Lynn, because they ended like that whole part where they were like married and stuff, then had to get it annulled. That could have happened differently, where I'm not gonna say that they should have, but they could have written it in for William to be with Lynn. Because like you said,
the hippie one,
Lynn
was
hell no, man.
Free.
Lynn didn't need no man.
She didn't
need a job.
And okay, I guess I didn't preface that
but
correctly.
She didn't need a job if she would have got with William. And William got a job.
Bro, William would have been as white as William was. He was turned to a serial killer. He'd have been one of them dudes on Dateline eventually. He would have got tired of Lynn shit.
Wow.
I think that was where he went off on the girls and was snapping on them. He got drunk with a little one too many drinks. William, man, please. He getting her out of here. They going on one of them hikes. They get lost for a couple days and only one of them come back.
Oh man.
She was going to the restroom and then I just couldn't find her. She must have fallen down.
They were very corny. That show was very corny. All the characters. He was corny as fuck. Unfortunately, it was like a Seinfeld. It was a Seinfeld situation where it was like, I like the show because I was black, but I'm like, these people got no redeeming fucking qualities, man. They always fucked up. They always doing fucked up shit to each other.
I don't.
They always they're terrible friends.
Yeah.
They're terrible fucking friends. Like it's like
they're terrible people.
Who the fuck?
Joan was
this should
awful.
not be called girlfriend.
Tony was awful. Maya was terrible.
I don't think initially. I don't think it was supposed to be called girlfriend.
I'm like, God damn, I would not fuck with y'all if I lived in Cali. Like,
but
fuck
like,
out of here.
Honestly, it doesn't
to be
feel
honest,
like none of them
that's
should
more
be fucking with each
realistic
other.
than everybody in the friend group is perfect and they don't ever beef with each other.
There you go.
Oh, for sure. But I feel like some of the stuff was like vindictive. Like, yo, you brought your homegirl's ex to a party at her house.
Yeah, at her house.
Are you crazy? My mom and my aunties would have been beating the brakes off both of y'all.
With me. It just didn't even seem like it made sense. Like you cheated.
Bro, they would have tore that front yard up. You try some shit like that in my family.
Where this coming from? Like,
yeah. They're just not good people.
Joan being jealous of Tony getting married. Like, this your best friend.
Come on, Tony Childs, as fine as Tony Childs is, she gonna marry a midget Italian dentist, whatever that dude did for a living. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Who's writing this? What is the agenda? Now the rich black women got him a white man. Come on, that's why they call it programming. Don't make me go get my kufi. One,
oh snap!
Venus and Serena.
Oh well, yeah.
And
but
see,
to
all
be fair,
all the little young black
people
girls
used to dog Venus out, especially and Serena.
I agree with that. I mean, I'm from a generation of black men that love Serena, and me and all my friends love Serena, and we love Serena. But I'm not gonna pretend like them other lames wasn't out there. But also, some of that was white people online pretending to be black people to make it seem like more black people didn't like them. But yeah, man, all the little young girls that be on the little high school shows I be watching, they all got white boyfriends. Zendaya, finna marry Spider-Man, not Miles Morales. She finna marry Peter motherfucking Parker.
But that's different because they've been friends for a very long time.
I mean, she got
look, all them black girls on that movie like Peter Parker. They all like them.
That's because wasn't no niggas
all the black girls in Marvel, which is that was
Pete. You got one more movie not to have at least one black male friend. We're gonna have to have a conversation about.
Wow,
you live in Queens, bro. You live in Queens.
Mean like That right. I mean, like Tom Holland and Zendaya have been friends for a very long time. Like
Oh
they
yeah, I
were
respect
friends
it.
before Spider-Man.
Isn't he
Yeah,
in
look,
Bayside?
So
I respect it. I respect it. I thought he from England, so I don't even put the same kind of like white stuff on him. I know he don't,
no,
you know.
yeah, but also okay.
True.
So did y'all ever see Killers of the Flower Moon or read the book?
No.
I definitely didn't read the book.
No.
Okay,
Is
well,
that the movie with Matt
it's a
Damon?
Scorsese. It was the last Scorsese. Leo
Oh, it was the Native
DiCaprio in it.
American one.
Leo.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the premise of this is a very true story and it's awful, but basically, long story short, these Native Americans or first, what are they? Not
First
First
Nation.
first
Peoples, First
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 Nation.
Nations.
Nations.
Thank you. I want to get the terminology correct because
Mhm.
for real respect on these people. The First Nation people in Oklahoma, they were driven to this rocky, barren terrain. You know how that went,
Mhm.
Trail of Tears type stuff.
Right.
Y'all can have this bare patch of land over here, make it do what it do. This all you get. But underneath that bare patch of land was
It's all.
crazy oil reserves. So these people became multimillionaires. Well, you already know there was nothing they could do though, because the government gave them this land. This is their land. The government signed it. There was like a specific treaty that was signed that was like the Native Americans put in the treaty because they had a lawyer. There was one of them that was an attorney. He put in like any minerals or anything taken out of the land belongs directly to the Native Americans. So when they struck oil, the government couldn't get their hands on it. So what they did was they sent in white men. One was the doctor, the judges, all of them in this town, and then they married the First Nations people
Mm-hmm.
and murdered them.
Yeah.
Like the doctor was having these people sign over their lives, signing over their rights to the doctor in town, like, oh no, just tell me to do it. I'll take care of whatever. Just sign that over to me and I'll handle it for you. They trusted the mayor. Everybody was in on it. So now when I look at like Venus and Serena and Eve and and Gabby and all of them, I'm like, are they seeking out rich? Are they seeking out?
Hey,
Mm.
I
Starting to
don't
look a little
mean that.
targeted.
Please know that was just where my mind was going.
I
hey,
mean,
I
I'm
don't
with
Eve
mean
is
it.
still
that.
with us. Eve is
I'm
still with
stamping it.
us.
No,
Eve
she
is.
not.
I'm
I
saying Eve. No,
don't
I'm saying
don't
Eve is
do
alive.
that.
She's
No,
still
Oh
alive.
yeah,
that
yeah, she
in
Still
this
alive.
here.
context looks really bad. And I am not at all saying I believe that to be true. I was just saying
I'm saying it.
that's where
They
my
doing
mind
it.
goes.
Coincidence.
They doing it.
I'm not
But
saying this
also, I can't say
causality,
that's
but
true
I'm
because
saying
Robert
there's
De
a
Niro's old
correlation.
ladies, none of them was rich and famous. The lady that George Lucas was married to, she's not
Right.
rich
It's
or you know what I'm
different.
saying? So again,
Well, see,
I am
all the
not
black
saying
women,
that
they
that's what those relationships are. I'm just saying between that and Get Out.
I'm
Wow.
saying that's what they are.
Oh wow.
That's why half the Jalen's in the NBA got white moms. They started on the male side with the football players and the basketball players, and now they going on the other side with the female entertainers and
Mm.
the women who have ascended into what is considered mainstream enough beauty, so that when we have this baby with this girl, it's gonna look like a little white baby, but it's gonna be able to sing like mama.
All I'm saying is
Little
somebody
diet
posted a
Mariah
picture
Carey's
of
running
Diana Ross
around.
and her grandkids, and they were
Yo,
like,
that looked like
Mm.
if you was trying to like figure out how to paint a room like white or off white or eggshell. That's what that picture looked
That's that
like.
paint card.
Color chips.
Bottom up
Paint
and-
swatch.
It's
just
all
saying.
eggshell.
A lot of
Ivory.
Nespresso,
A lot of ivory.
heavy on the milk.
You know what?
Mm.
milk with a
I
drop of
distance
coffee.
myself from this entire topic of puppies.
So James Gunn.
It's talking about
Thanks.
bringing
So
static.
I appreciate James Gunn.
Speaking of milk,
I really
you know
like
what?
the Suicide Squad. I recently did a rewatch of that. I really like that. I liked Superman. I am excited to see what we do next. However, I don't necessarily want him touching Batman. I don't. I love you, James. I love the vision. I don't know
He
that I
gotta
need you
touch it.
doing Batman.
I just don't want to see any more Batman.
Yeah, I'm kind of good on Batman.
I've had enough.
But they're gonna bring him
just
in.
good
You
at
can't do
for
the
real.
It'd just
Justice
be
League
so
without
weird to
Batman.
have. I was about
I
to say, it'd
know.
be so
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
to.
And
Can
Wonder
we try?
Woman.
Can we try? I'm just
But
saying.
can we get a cyborg movie? Because that would be cool.
No.
I mean,
Hell no. That's what the executive gonna say. Say we put him in the
A
last
different
one.
cyborg.
And
Different
it didn't work.
cyborg, Jeff. Not
We've
that guy.
already,
He
like,
does
we've
do
already,
that. People
A
like him.
different guy.
but you know
we've
what? At the
already
same
done
time,
Cyborg.
it may not come down to the executives this time because now James Gunn is the head, and I think that's why he is in.
You can believe that if you want to.
He did
If
a
he the
great
head,
job with
if he
Mr.
the head,
Terrific.
it's a,
I
if
didn't
he
know
the
a damn
head,
thing about a Mr. Terrific.
look, if he the head, it's a hat on it.
All right. Well, I don't know the inside, and
Listen.
so Jeff,
I
tell
never
me
heard- I ain't
tell me
heard
about the
that.
conversation as far as him even talking about bringing Static into the DCU. What was that? Where was that article? Where did you hear that?
Shit, let me go find that. I didn't know you was gonna ask me to talk about it right this second.
Well, I mean, honestly,
Prepare. What is this? What
it
is
feels
this?
like the context of what we're talking about right now, because again, that is James Gunn's doing, or even his desire to do.
One thing I'll say about him is that I do appreciate the fact that he is a very diverse director, but not in a way that feels like he's trying to squeeze people or things in. Like, I think he's just good at seeing that the world has a lot of different types of people, and he brings those different types of people into his movies. And I appreciate that. Like, in a way, like I said, in a way, like we didn't make a big deal out of the fact that Dina is clearly, what is she? Like, she's Latin American, or she's not, she's spicy with it, whatever she
Right.
is.
Right.
And Mr. Terrific, right. She got a little Ciroc, like some this is little Cholula.
You don't know what spice
but
it is, but it's a spice.
I don't know. It's some kind of pepper, but they don't make a production out of it. You know what I mean? Mr.
Mila
Terrific,
Kunis.
we don't have to have a dissertation on what it's like to be a black man as a superhero. Like, he just is a black superhero. Like, I appreciate,
Right.
even in Guardians, like the supreme leader guy was black, but that didn't matter. Like, we didn't have to have a conversation about why he's black, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I think that he would do a good job bringing Static in, because I don't think that he would treat him like, and here's the black, you know?
Right. Right.
He was just like, this is a cool character, and this guy, he's funny. Check him out.
I think he'll be very good at making, or at least
Peruvian.
Because a portion of Static's character, at least from the cartoon, and was based on his blackness. They did introduce that into the cartoon.
Yeah.
But I think here's the thing. I don't have as much of an issue with there's a story there. I'm fine with the pushing the fact that
blackness,
he's black.
you can say
the fact that he's black. The fact that his blackness. Bring his blackness.
Now, you talking like you
say
saying like Mass around the corner.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Look, you can talk about him being.
He's like his. Do I have to say it?
The thing about him that everybody liked.
You can bring his blackness to the blackness.
The melanaciousness.
The melanaciousness. I like that.
That's a great word.
From now
I'm actually going to use that.
Right. I'm using that from now on.
No, I like I want them to push. That's part of his character, right? The fact his blackness is part of the character. So they can push that forward. You know what I'm saying? As long as they just give him a fucking villain. Just give him a good I don't want them to do what they did with Ironheart as much, because I don't like the direction where they took her character. The thing that makes Static is DC's Peter Parker Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good
milestone.
He's a
Spider-Man.
good kid. There you go, milestone Spider-Man. He's a good kid. Static is a good kid. Okay. And I want them to keep that aspect of him. I don't want them to turn him greedy. I don't want them to make him some sort of disillusioned and disgruntled, youth who goes some weird path and things like that. I like the fact that he's a good kid. I want them to push the fact that he's a good kid. I want other young men to see a character that's a hero, that's a good kid. And so if they go that way, that'll please me. That'll help me enjoy it the most. Obviously, he's really good. His writing's usually, very good. So I'm hopeful on that end, and that I'm pretty sure we'll get a good story out of the situation, because now it'll have to, let him focus more on Static, maybe 2 or 3 other side characters tops. Don't try to make it a big ensemble movie, because I feel like his story is, if him being the Spider-Man of DC, of the DCU, him being the Spider-Man of the DCU, he needs focus. His story needs focus. He needs to be the one to shine in the movie. And so that's what I'm really hoping for with Static. I want him to really shine in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you this. Would you, assuming that it would, we're looking at live action as the primary function here, would you want it to be a movie or a series?
Movie.
Oh, no, I want a movie.
The only way.
I want a movie.
Movie is the only way.
I want a movie, without question.
Okay.
He deserves a movie. I mean, he deserves that respect. Now, look, the black side of me would be like, fuck that. Why you can't just give him a movie? You know what I'm saying? He's definitely, first off, as a character, he's important enough to deserve his own movie. Okay? If I'm going to call him the DCU version of Spider-Man, then I want him to get the Spider-Man treatment. I want him to get his own movie.
If y'all want to
bring him in, no, nobody calls him that.
RG is.
I call him that.
No, because
RG
if you're going to call him this, and I was
that's
like,
where he's wanting him to be, and he's explaining.
Yeah. This is not like
because I'm like, the only person who said that is you, RG. So I don't know who you arguing with right now.
I'm just passionate. I'm passionate about how I feel about that.
He's
nigga.
justifying how and why,
yes.
and
I'm caught up.
I'm giving you that ammunition to fire off with it because I hear it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. That's why he needs his own movie, because if I want him to, he's that guy. He's the young teenage guy for DCU, but make him, just give him his spotlight, give him his shine, make him a good kid. You don't have to make him fucking corny or anything like that. You don't have to make him overly fucking urban, none of that other shit. Just make him a regular black kid. You know what I'm saying? Regular, good old Stone Mountain.
Honestly, I think that's where Jeff's casting, when we talked about it last, he had cast him as Flash, but I think CJ Ryler.
Okay.
You have an opportunity there where you can actually put him in. You put him in a movie. And the only concern I have is when you mentioned giving him a villain, like you're trying to give him a good villain. And it's been a while since I watched Static Shock. I remember it was kind of like Creature of the Week situation. You know what I'm saying? Every week they were finding a new Bang Baby.
Yeah, but he has some good recurring villains. The white dude with the fire and Ebon are probably the 2 biggest ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because basically what was happening was like the Bang Babies was forming like their own little league of Bang Babies, and they were like teaming up and hooking up and all that stuff like that. So a lot of the more popular villains did end up coming back.
Okay. So you got this movie. That sounds like a decent way to do it. If you So we would have to. You could probably squeeze out a nice origin story for Static Shock in his first movie, or for Static in his first movie, and just call it Static Shock.
Look, man, I got a couple things I want to get off my chest about this. All right. I love Static Shock. I love Static. He's one of my favorite DC characters. I love the show. I love the concept. I love Milestone. I love what they meant. James Gunn, as a white man, you're going to have to figure out who is going to be your Ryan Coogler for Static Shock. You being the person that creates the story, like kind of the through line and the thread of the story, and figuring out how that is tethered through to the larger DCU, cool. But the person who needs to come in and like craft the vibe, the energy, the frequency needs to be a
black people.
Needs to be a black person.
Black people.
So as much as
do you have any ideas as to who you would want?
Well, honestly, Sally Richardson Whitfield. She's my favorite director right now in terms of television. I don't know if you watched The Gilded Age, but it's been phenomenal. I don't know if she had the show Showtime. She did about the Lakers. She just signed a huge deal with HBO, which is under the Warner Brothers family. I would definitely consider her as someone who, because I don't want them to just make a Static Shock movie and take that character and plop him into the DCU. I want them to start building around the Milestone universe. So yes, in the first movie, Static Shock makes a lot of sense. You have the Big Bang that happens, but also like Rocket is like Rocket and all those characters are part of that universe and that city in Dakota, and all the other Milestone things that can end up coming in. You're going to have to craft like an entire world, and I think like what she's done, crafting like 2 different worlds on 2 shows that are based on our era but have their own flavor and identity to them, where the Gilded Age is very like luxe and ornate, and you wouldn't, and it's not a black show. There are black people in it. They are telling like some of those stories, but large majority of the cast is white, and it's focused on high society in America at a period of time where there just weren't that many black people there. And so there's no, it's balanced, it's fair. There's commentary on like what people are doing in the time, but not in a way that's so judgmental that it feels like it's forcing like a message about the time down your throat.
Right.
You just are getting like, you care more about the characters and how they're interacting with each other and how that influences society more so than like, we're going to get to this place where we overcome, and it's like, it ain't that. Right. So that, but then also you think about Showtime, where she's creating the late 70s, early 80s Los Angeles. She's creating arenas. I mean, I don't know if you've ever watched any of the videos about how they filmed some of the basketball scenes. They had a cameraman like that was rollerblading, and he's like rollerblading forward, backwards. And when you watch the show, it's like you feel like you are in the middle of a basketball game, and to see like the ingenuity of coming up with the way to like create that, because like even it was like nonstop, and they had built like little like quarter pipes at the end of the ramps, so he would just roll up the pipe and then come right back into the game. So they were doing a lot of like kind of back and forth action shots that you never really saw. Like filming basketball, it's a hard sport, and they did some really interesting things to get around that. So I would definitely feel comfortable with somebody like her at the helm of it, because I think she would pick the right people. I think she would pick the right tone. Maybe she's not directing the movie, but she's more in a James Gunn role, like, but over Milestone. But if she were to direct some stuff, I'll have full faith. I'll have full faith in her as director as well. Like, I think she's a really good, just like creative person to helm like something large like that.
Okay. Side note, shout out to her. Seriously. because like she's the whole package, and I'm just really proud for her that you know this is who she is now, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And her and
Yeah.
what's the name been married since forever, and she just living her life quiet and like really achieving behind closed doors, and I think that's awesome. Not behind closed doors, but off camera. She could
Right.
easily
Behind the
be on
camera.
camera.
Yeah, Bob. Them.
So
She was always great on camera, so
that's what
I
I'm
did not
saying.
know. I did not know she did those.
Yeah.
Gilded Age and Showtime are fucking dope ass shows.
Yeah.
So, yeah, wow, good looks.
But the other thing I
Just
want to
like
say
good for
about
her.
James Gunn and Static, yes, get you a black person to helmet. I'm cool with like, yeah, he can be a good kid. I mean, good kids make bad decisions, but I think having him have the intent of being like a beacon of hope, not like a kid downtrodden by the hood. I feel that. I understand that sentiment. Don't get cute with the music. All right. I'm cool with you because Mr. Terrific might have like a weird playlist that he listens to when he's doing his little spheres. Don't
Yes.
don't pretend like he don't listen to rap. Don't pretend like he don't like I'm
Right.
tired of seeing movies about black kids that is all about how different you were from everybody else. Cause there was some ways
Right.
that you fit in.
Right.
And like the thing that makes I think Virgil like stand out is he's living this other life. He has friends. He has girlfriends. He has people who like him, and it's not him being like weird. He's just like a
Yeah.
normal
Right.
kid. The thing that makes him
Exactly.
weird is when he gets these powers and people start not knowing where he is. He's flaking. He that's where the Spider-Man thing comes in. Like,
Right.
but even more so than Spider-Man, Spider-Man was lame. Like Mary Jane was just nice to him because they lived next door to each other.
yeah.
But like
I
Miles
think they did a
actually
good
like
job with
has
Into the
friends.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they made Miles like just a socially inept misfit.
Yeah, but
They just
these
took
people
him
they not
like
making
as a
Static
fish out
Shock
of
though.
water.
Yeah, but he got to make. But whoever that is, I don't know if they're gonna be working on Static Shock. And I just know people
No, I
be
just
like,
mean like I think they're yeah. But I do think that maybe the image of like young black boys is changing, I hope. You know what I mean? Like I hope that people are able to write a realistic character, you
yeah,
Yeah.
know? Like
I
a
just
kid
want a
that
normal kid. I don't want every
yeah,
kid in the
listens to
hood.
gangster
Every
rap and
kid in
eats
the hood is not a
Uncrustables
fucking
and
thug.
has
Every
superpowers.
kid
You
in
know
the
what I
hood
mean?
is
Like
not, is not a Crip. He's not a GD. He's not a,
right.
you know what I'm
He
saying? He's
plays
not a
Madden with his
YN.
friends
You know
and
what I'm saying? He's not a
you
YN.
but
He's a
know,
he ain't
regular,
no
he's a
Jordan
regular ass
Hawthorne, and
kid.
he
He's
has
just
but
a
he ain't
regular
no
ass
but
kid.
he ain't no Poindexter either, and
Exactly.
no.
he ain't no Donald Glover either. Like
No, but I'm saying I
Donald
don't think
Glover
they
was the
made
only
Miles
Donald
like
Glover
that.
where he was at. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I think
Yeah.
they made Miles really cool. Like he was cool, especially in the second one.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Once he
but
got his foot and
I'm
he's
trying to
got his
figure.
confidence, like
I know I'm with how they
you know.
did. I don't have no complaints about how Miles is portrayed Into the Spider Verse. I'm talking strictly about what y'all gonna do with Static
No, I
when y'all
wasn't
bring
saying
him
that.
in.
I was
So
just
I'm
saying that
just
I
like,
think the stereotypes are being broken that you like in order for them to they have to be like the nerd or the outcast and like lame. Like,
Right.
oh, because he's
Don't go
smart,
to an
he has to
extreme.
be, you
but
know,
like sometimes
perfect.
that's how because like them writers that be out in LA, that's what they be like. So it's like they be writing
So
themselves.
they're
That's what I be worried
self-inserting,
about.
right. Don't
Yeah,
self-insert.
it's like,
Don't
bro,
self-insert.
go
Just
do
give it
some
to
research, man. Go do some research. Go
Well,
sit down. Go sit
here's a
down at the
unique.
bus stop at Fairfax High School. It's a pizza shop right there. Sit on the corner. Listen to what the kids is talking about. Listen to what they listening to. Like, do some
So here's a
research. Don't.
unique perspective. I've got two sons. They're 27 and 26. And actually, no, they're both 27 now. And I've watched them. One of my sons is that kid you were talking about who is just the extreme different. I made it a
Mhm.
point when they were younger to encourage them always to like be yourself, be true to you. Like what you like, it's okay. Your friends will find you, blah, 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 blah. You know, because that wasn't what I heard growing up. I was, in a sense, like I was just, I'm not going to say trained or raised to conform, but it was like that's what kept me out of the shit. Like adjusting and adapting and learning to, oh, you know what? Everybody else likes this. Well, I'm going to like that too, because we don't want no issues over here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard being the weird kid, especially when you ain't got nobody to be weird with in certain environments. Now, they grew up, there were a lot more kids who were being diverse and branching out and getting into other things. There were a lot more of the Donald Glover types and things like that. So I have one son that is very much to the extreme. Oh, Google was talking like the hell, but you know what I'm saying, because he's that one that's kind of
stop talking about me, Dad.
Right, he's the one that's kind of gone off to that extreme. You know what I'm saying? It's like right now to this day, it gives me vibes of like him being a hipster, but when I tell you it is just 100% genuinely him being him. It has nothing to do with Trent. Like he will try everything. Like, oh, you drink tea with milk? Let me try that. You know what? I do like that. That's what he does now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like any one of those, like, I'm surprised he doesn't have like the curled up mustache, because I'm sure he could grow it if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It's like he still is very much himself, but he's
eclectic.
Very eclectic. And I think it was when I said, you know, be yourself, do what you want to do what you like. He took that and ran with that. And now anything that is unusual, or it's like, you know, man, why you got to be the one that? Okay, so that's my fault. That's my fault. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to tell my kid, like, can't you just be normal? It's not that, but it's also like, do you always have to go to the extreme? Like, if everybody else likes something, you don't have to find a reason not to like it because everybody else likes it. It's okay to like stuff that other people like. And it's sometimes I feel like he is just
everybody like peanut butter. I hate it.
Right. You know, and there's a lot of times
like
I feel
almond
like
butter.
He's
only eat Nutella.
See, okay, so y'all get what I'm saying. It's like it's okay to like some shit that other people like.
I only eat sunflower butter.
Now,
against the grain ass niggas.
Okay, so it's not just him. First of all, thank you. Because I thought sometimes he was doing it just to fuck with me. I'm very narcissistic when it comes to people mess with me, because I got teased a lot as a kid, especially with my family. So I swear they always do it intentionally to me. Now, my other son, you can tell that they're brothers, but it's also like this kid was the one who he was very much into sports. He was very much Mr. Popular. Like, he was the one that I would expect would probably try out for, you know, prom king and stuff like that. Like, that's just the type of kid he is. And when I like Spotify does the rap thing every year, you know what I'm saying? And I've matched with both of them musically. The eclectic one, I'm like at a 98% match with that kid on music. The one that literally could stand right next to me and you were like, oh, that's your twin. We have like a 75% match. And it's just like, I'm thinking when, you know, like I'm listening to what you're saying as far as like the soundtrack. I get it. I completely agree. And we need somebody other than James Gunn picking the songs for the Static movie, period, point blank. Because I don't know that having Beastie Boys play during the fight scenes is gonna be acceptable.
I'm a flip that movie theater inside out.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel you. No, I feel exactly where you're coming from, because it's, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's also like, we would have to get some of those songs, because I'm just being realistic here. If we're doing a Static movie, it's probably going to be PG-13. So we got to get some censored.
So choose your clip song carefully.
So make a new soundtrack like they did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that. I'm not challenging you.
I'm just saying, man. I ain't.
I was 100% with you. We can't have Static up here.
Listen.
Beastie
Don't
Boys
play.
be the exception, and that be okay. But at the same time, we're not gonna have NWA playing now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and again, it's
I'm not saying
the Beastie Boys. I like the Beastie Boys.
No, nothing's wrong with
I like
Beastie Boys.
If Static Shock is 15 years old right now, it ain't no scene where a Beastie Boys song finna come on and unless it's his dad playing it, and I'm gonna look like, why is your black dad making it? Like, if my son discovered the Beastie Boys, cool. If he don't ever hear a fucking Beastie Boys song in his life, I don't give a shit. But he know Houdini, he know Run DMC, he know Slick Rick.
But the Beastie Boys literally was the founders of Def Jam.
That's cool.
Like, if the Beastie Boys wouldn't have blew, there would be no Def Jam.
But that's because of racism. No, I respect them and I respect their right to exist.
Like, don't play with the Beastie Boys.
I didn't grow up on the Beastie Boys, so I recognize their importance, but I don't feel the need to pass their music on. That's just for me.
Supposed to say, nah, son. It's nah, son.
It's definitely I don't see like I would have to look at a couple of the different tracks, and I don't see a track that they have that's going to fit. You know what I'm saying? And everything can't be Eminem.
I do like them, but not like that.
Something like that. So
I get your point.
it's well, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is like Intergalactic, because I just think that's a great fight song.
Me too.
But
also, they should play Curtis Blow. No,
give it to a white man who got a robot.
There you go.
I want Static Shock to beat somebody ass to Annie up. Nah.
Is this movie set in the early 2000s?
All right, man. You gotta climb my old ass.
He about to be put
That's
on some
the timeless song.
He about to put
Annie
on that futuristic
is for
summer.
any occasion to this day.
Yeah,
I don't put on that futuristic summer. Yeah, I think y'all underestimating how much these young niggas do not care about and do not want to hear, do not know nothing about, not even old school, stuff from when I was like.
Oh no,
90s.
I'm not surprised.
So I'm definitely aware, but also
it almost feels like if it don't have little in front of it, they don't know.
All ages, because we also grew up watching Static Shock, so we're also going to be in the audience. So it's like, if you make a movie that literally only caters to Gen Z, you've lost a huge audience, because ain't nobody sitting down there watching them talk about bruh and doing the gritty.
But there's Gen Z is probably not going to go to the movie. But there's good music that's out now from current artists that young people listen to.
Not saying there's
that
not,
get mixed.
but also
but I'm saying yes there is. But what I'm saying is, this would be a chance to showcase that music, not like the biggest smash hit song. You like Party Up. Okay, like all right. Like who's dad?
It doesn't have to be that. That's why I'm not saying that they need to have a soundtrack full of, hip hop hits from the 90s. I'm just saying, like, there are songs that are timeless, right? That are just that. Like, as much as we roll our eyes at Party Up, it's kind of like a trope at this point. Like when the tough guy comes in and they play Bad to the Bone, and it's corny and we roll our eyes, but it's still part of like hip hop lexicon. Even if it's just a wink of a joke in the middle of something.
Right.
So, if we was making Black Police Academy, I'm all for it. But I don't want a Static Shock.
Here was the question: how do you remember how many songs you remember from Black Panther?
The first
all
one?
The stars.
The second soundtrack
outside of all the stars. Outside of all the stars.
Miss me with that bullshit. You're not a gang member. You're a tourist.
I hate that. I hate it.
I used to listen.
You know something? I'm going to stay out of the music conversation because
that's the one with Future.
Damn, yeah, that is.
Where he was sitting up in the palm
tree. I know what you're talking about. Fuck
that was the song where I was like, okay, it can't just be me.
Did you listen to it in your car loud with the windows down? That's how you gotta listen to that song.
Wow. Yeah.
No, that's how I listened to what was the new one? Not the new one, but the one that started the beef with Kendrick Lamar, the one with him and
Control.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that the song?
Oh no, it's like
that's
that.
the song that started.
Somebody like that with Future and Metro Boomin.
Now that I listen to with the windows down, loud as hell. Like that song goes crazy. But the la di da di da, I'm sorry, he ruined the whole song. Like he just kills the vibe of the entire song.
It's so funny to me just because it makes everybody mad.
I can't believe they let that go. I can't believe J-Rock was going crazy, and then here we go.
Cause people be trying to pretend like niggas like that don't exist, and it's like, nah, we about to hop on this beat too. We about to get ignorant on this Black Panther beat too. That's what Killmonger would be listening to.
Yeah.
Probably would.
He don't listening to Annie Up. What is you talking about?
He don't respect women. He definitely listening to Future.
Killmonger listening to Wu-Tang.
That
he
man
ain't listening to no damn.
That man used his woman as a human shield.
If he listening to that, he stayed home.
That man
if he was listening to La Di Da Di Da Slob on Me Knob, he would just be an angry dude in a basement in Compton.
I guarantee you he was killing niggas the March Madness. And, Stick talk, like when Michael Phelps was at the Olympics, he was making that face. He said he was listening to stick talk.
Not if he wasn't on lean.
That's not on lean music.
That is so on lean.
Stick talk do the boys what Gucci Mane do the black girls with degrees.
Wow.
They start turning up.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all been out when Gucci Mane and 2 Chainz come on, but all the girls I know with degrees act like they was in the streets. I was like, I'm
not saying they don't. I'm just not a Future fan. Like, there's literally nothing you could ever tell me that would make me reconsider my position on Future.
No. I'm not even trying to say that.
I didn't like the Migos. That's not my style of rap. That's not my. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I get it. It's a vibe, and I get it. But see, now I wouldn't go see Static Shock.
He definitely flying through the streets listening to Hannah Montana.
Then I promise you, then that would turn me completely off from seeing Static Shock, and I wouldn't want nobody kids seeing it either.
Ooh.
Like, if it's a whole soundtrack full of that, yeah, I'm good.
No, I'm not saying a whole soundtrack full of that. I'm saying don't pretend like this dude don't listen to any of that kind of music. A whole soundtrack full of
drill music and Ice Spice. Yeah,
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't want to hear no Ice Spice. I don't hear no Ice Spice.
You said the kids of today what the kids is listening to.
I don't think the kids today are listening to Ice Spice.
What I'm saying is
the kids is listening to Ice Spice. Ice Spice was just on the Kids' Choice Awards. Please no.
There's a lot of other music out there that this soundtrack could showcase some up and coming R&B and black rappers. That's not like because kids now probably ain't even listening to Migos for real. That's like old.
Yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah.
So that's like us listening to Bobby Brown. Well, me listening to Bobby Brown because Bobby Brown was pretty much done.
A lot of young people are like on. Because you know how it is, right? Like, well, for me, especially in the 90s, I was such a hippie flower child. I was all about the 70s and like that music and that dressing and all of that. So it's like a 20-year cycle. So now the kids are on like the early 2000s rap, which is wild to me. Like you'll be talking and the child will be like, well, did you know about Jay-Z? And I'll be like, yes, I was there. I bought the CD at Best Buy. Please don't talk to me, young one.
I was in college when we had to change clothes and start dressing like little paper boys and businessmen.
Right. Like, please don't cite the dark magic to me, young one. Right. I was there when it was created. Please don't do that. Like Jay-Z. That when Imaginary Players came out, did you know it's the Jay-Z song? And on the Imaginary Play, please don't talk to me about Reasonable Doubt. First of all, you shut your mouth because you don't know anything about that. Second of all, we've been there. I've been there. Like everybody thinks he's just Beyonce's husband.
That was the anthem.
Right.
Reasonable Doubt. I used to bump Reasonable Doubt in my black Ford
back in the day. and like update those rap songs. Like, cause I was appalled at Tyga got that Tupac beat. I just don't even know how to feel about that. I was so upset by that. When that song came on the radio and Tyga, I just turned it off and rode in silence. I was
I am
That's
so
probably
glad
how our
I am
parents
ignorant
felt
to
hearing
this.
they
I am
hits.
completely
how dare
ignorant
you?
to all of this. I do not listen to anything other than my Spotify playlist. If I did not put it
Man,
on my playlist, I have no idea
I
this
like
music
it's some good.
JID a lot
None.
actually.
Jig
That
go
song he got with the
crazy.
clips goes crazy.
I don't listen to
I
anything but Audible, so I don't have any idea what y'all are talking about.
All right, so y'all off the soundtrack committee.
like a
We'll
couple
put.
new artists, but I just
There you go. If it sounds like hip hop, I'll be happy. That's all I care about. Let it just
some of
sound
the
like
stuff
I'm not
I'm
going to
like,
listen. I'm not
listen.
going to buy the soundtrack. I have no intention of buying the soundtrack.
I
If
will.
it fits the action scene, I will be happy.
definitely
If
think-
it fits the action scene, I'll be like, all right, there we go.
No, I definitely think that Jeff has a very good point. We know how James Gunn's relationship with music and how it shows up in his movies, and that's
I'm just
fine.
saying, don't get
and
cute.
it's been
It's like
appropriate for
messing
the
with you.
other
You know
movies.
that.
I do think I would like to think that it would be appropriate for the Static movie. I understand your concerns given the way James Gunn likes to go for these deep cuts the way he does.
James Gunn, you are off the music committee. Okay,
Do you mess
we
with
bringing
that?
in.
I want him to bump some
right?
soul. I want it to be
Terrence
like
Hill's another one who's the music is part of the storytelling.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't think that James Gunn should be off the committee. I think he should have some say so, some input.
I don't think he should be off the committee. I think he shouldn't be the head of the committee.
I definitely agree. I think it falls in the same category as that's something that Sally's going to take care of. No, I think that's what Sally's going to take care of. I've already made her the executive producer over this milestone project.
I'm bringing in Jermaine Dupri to run the music because he know how to make.
I'm okay with that.
Make music for kids. He made Jump.
No,
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. You say that,
So you mean
I'm confident.
So
why
Jermaine
did you
Dupri
say
is
that
the
like
Quincy
that was
Jones
in
of this project?
in the Library of Congress?
Say what?
Yo, Jump is
RZA?
Jump, man.
Yo,
For
you can
Jump.
You can pretend like Jump ain't.
No, Jump is
I'm not
begging.
saying that. I'm saying for soundtracks.
No, I'm
you
talking
want
about
Jermaine
RG.
Dupri over
I'm talking
RZA?
RG. Yes.
Oh.
RZA's too intellectual for what's happening in this movie. We want something that like people will not have to like think about and be like, what's this sample? Oh, why is like his brain
he does
would
good
take
There's nothing
now.
wrong with that.
He does, but for like serious like Shaolin monk movies, like I don't know what RZA's relationship to like nothing tween or childlike has ever come from RZA that I've ever heard.
What about Pharrell?
Wow. Who?
What about Pharrell?
Pharrell.
Did y'all see his Lego movie?
Because
it's so cute.
No.
Pharrell to me could do it, but I think he would have to tap into something that like I feel like Jermaine Dupri has a understanding of like Pharrell's fun music sounds like kids music sometimes. His gritty stuff is like great, but it's dark. Like Clips grinding beat is fire, but I don't know if that's a James Gunn Static Shock needle drop. That could be a like the Batman universe with Robert Pattinson, like the Static Shock over there. He listening to Clips.
He ain't listening to Clips. He's listening to Nirvana Unplugged.
Static Shock?
No, Batman. Robert Pattinson's Batman.
I'm saying the Static Shock in Robert Pattinson Batman universe is listening to Clips while he's on his nightly patrol.
Oh yeah, see, I could if
but
Pharrell did let God sort him out.
Yeah.
If that's the soundtrack for fucking Static Shock, I'm all for that.
He's making bad decisions, and then you're gonna be mad. He's definitely selling the drugs if that's the tone of the music, RG. He's not a good kid in this movie.
He's doing something for sure.
I'm not saying
that needs to be any of that. I mean,
I didn't say I want the clips.
He's immediately becoming a redeemed hero.
But like Timberland could do it. Timberland could do a nice futuristic sounding soundtrack.
Somebody else on somebody else rapping. Let somebody else rap and Pharrell.
Your boy, the one who did like that. Let him do the soundtrack. I like his beats.
Metro Boomin.
Yeah,
he just did the second Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Metro Boomin.
I'm trying to get some new blood in here. I'm trying to show some love to my ATL player partner and legend Jermaine Dupri.
I think don't know, he get overlooked. Kids even know Jermaine Dupri anymore? Like, is that
he made fire? He still made fire though.
Like, what's his latest?
And his R&B, the R&B, like the songwriting.
Yeah.
I think people underestimate his songwriting ability. Yeah. He wrote Jump.
Wow. Okay.
We gotta
let I don't know if
the rap wrote
Jump had the cultural impact that you think.
No, RG, are you crazy?
I know the rap wrote Tonight Is the Night.
Dude.
Jump.
I know she
we
love
Jump. Jump was a cultural phenomenon.
Jump had a nice little moment in the sun.
Raise your hand if you saw somebody wearing their clothes backwards.
Made cross colors a lot of bread.
Raise your hand if you wore them backwards.
Come on, bro. We not finna downplay Jump. We talking about a kid's disc record that went crazy and made people wear their clothes backwards.
I'm not downplaying.
Jermaine Dupri wrote that.
It was a great time.
And he told them to turn their clothes around backwards.
He did do that. He did do that. That he did do.
He made Funkdafied.
Right.
Now
he made My Boo.
Here's my thing. When you say Jermaine Dupri, well, he made Jump. I'm like, but that ain't all Jermaine Dupri.
I'm not doubting.
When I think about Jermaine Dupri, I don't think about Jump. When I think about Jermaine Dupri, I think about all the stuff he wrote for Janet. I think about Escape. I think about Jermaine's albums. I think about My Boo. Like the songs he wrote for Usher.
I think about his because Chris Cross and Static Shock got similar hair. That's it.
Yeah, but you can't just have him like you talking about my music. You talking about Beastie Boys, but you really gonna put Static Shock in the middle of the school year. He's just gonna really be at his desk with his feet kicked up, listening to Jump.
No, I'm saying Jermaine Dupri will be able to write a new song for the Static Shock soundtrack. Like I'm using Jump as
and he's capable because he wrote Jump.
He wrote Jump.
I mean, he wrote Jump.
He put himself in the mind of kids.
He really is equating
do you know the story? Do you know the story of Chris Cross?
Thriller and
I
Jump
know that another bad creation and they was beefing.
Do you know the story of Chris Cross didn't go to JD and say we want to rap? There was just some dudes who hanging out in the mall.
He created them.
He wrote Jump.
He is solely behind their greatness.
And it went crazy.
It definitely did.
And he gonna write another one for Static Shock.
I like the idea of doing an original soundtrack and having original songs. That way we get something fresh and new, as opposed to having to worry about where this song, who that song. I like the idea of just having an original soundtrack, similar to the way they did Spider-Verse. I'm okay with letting Jermaine Dupri oversee the soundtrack as a whole. I mean, just as a whole, let him be in charge of the soundtrack. I think there's other producers that could do it as well.
I don't need the whole background to be Atlanta bounce.
It's not.
No, because I mean, we still got to figure out where Dakota City is anyway. So
that Midwest movement.
If we're gonna keep it a bean about what Dakota City would actually be in real life, I mean, you might have to have a futuristic summer. Because Dakota City is the Atlanta of.
I would not go. And this is why I don't like Atlanta. This right here.
Why? Oh no,
I do not like Future. I never, ever have.
No. I'm not saying Future. Metro Boomin just put out an album called A Futuristic Summer. It was like
okay.
it's a ode to like all the like Atlanta rap from the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying
I
Future.
like
I'm
Metro
saying
Boomin.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Futuristic Summer, the
You
album, not
listen.
Future.
You know I don't know what the baby's names is. Okay.
Yeah,
You know this.
I'm not a big Future person either. I like women. I like women trusting me and not having to ask me crazy questions. So generally speaking, I
Not
don't
even that.
agree
Let's
with
talk
any of
about
the.
that he didn't even do drugs. You don't even do the drugs, and you telling these kids to be out here doing all these leans and all this. Got kids out here messed up on fentanyl and stuff, and you not even doing the drugs you're promoting. I was done at that point. Like, man, you don't even get high yourself. How can I respect you? You're not even a junkie.
Damn.
I mean, like it's that's
Back
that
in
studio.
my day,
No,
That's that
our
studio
rappers
gangster.
smoked crack and they rap
Right.
about it.
That's what they used to call it. They talked about the studio gangster.
Shit.
Excuse me. What's my motivation?
Okay.
That immediately made me think of that Kid Pill skit right there. No, I really do this. Okay, so I'm gonna take the gun.
No, it's Hollywood Acting School.
Yeah,
and
That's all. I'm for like
the Robert Townsend.
Yeah.
So if you gonna be rapping about it, I better see.
Yeah, you better
Like,
smoke.
You gotta have a hard life.
Oh, you got arrested? I respect that.
Brandy trying to treat them like they do dudes to sniff out if you're an undercover cop. He's like, you gotta snort this in front of me.
Okay. Shit.
When the last time you called
What you talking about? You don't get high. What you mean you don't get high?
Nah,
you ain't
checking for a wire.
This nigga's on paperwork.
Like, you ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
So we got a director. We're working on the soundtrack.
There you go. Keep us focused. Keep us focused here.
What are the thoughts on writing?
Lighting?
Writing.
Oh, writing. I was gonna say.
Don't make that shit dark, man.
I think that James Gunn should make a through line, and then they should bring in other per movie, right? Because each movie would be different. You don't want the same people writing for Static Shock and Wonder Woman. That's not going to be
for sure.
And I'm definitely agreeing. Like, since he's got Superman, he stays over here on Superman. Right. I don't think he should be over here writing Static movie, like at all. Right. He's a fantastic writer, but I like when he writes for the people he's writing for. Don't think he's going to be able to write this movie. And trying to think, I mean, obviously it's easy to say like, oh yeah, Ryan Coogler would be great. And I do think that he could definitely write this movie. But I'm wondering if we can't just get some of the Milestone community to come in and write this.
They can be story advisors, but you got to get somebody who know how to write an actual screenplay.
Okay.
So I definitely would have like Dennis Cowens and all them, like, because they would also be in like in my opinion, be in the development team. Like, we got to bring in my girl Ruth Carter on costumes to build all the suits and stuff. Unless she got some kind of non-compete with Disney, but when we do some real black stuff, we gotta bring her in. You know who I would bring in for writing? Robert Townsend. I
just
feel
thought
like
him up, huh?
he would be good.
No, you know why? Because when I thought about Ruth Carter, I thought about all the superhero things she had done, and I believe she did Meteor Man.
Meteor Man.
She did Meteor Man, then I'm
just watched the thing on him. Did you know he was like basically blacklisted? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did watch. I watched that whole thing too.
That would explain a lot.
I hope
here and then he was just like, that's a shame.
It is a shame because, honest to God, but if he never did anything else, Hollywood Shuffle, he never needs to do anything else.
Well, that's classic. I think they even teach that. They said they teach that now.
They should. That movie is timeless. Like, that is literally a classic.
Oh yeah.
And hilarious.
Throw out for the seasons he had to Parenthood.
I could see that.
Oh yeah.
Robert Townsend. Absolutely. I think he would have a very interesting perspective on it. I think that he is really good at writing characters that are black and not like they are very aware of their
Stereotypes.
blackness, but their blackness is not the sum of their characters.
Right.
Yeah, like say
I think
Jack.
he's super intelligent. He's funny. He's
Yeah.
sensitive. Like
Yeah, this would
I think he would
give us
be a
our regular black
great
person.
writer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without having to
And
be.
he's got a different perspective because he did Meteor Man. So
yeah,
True.
that's what he's he's written and done a superhero movie before.
right.
I think like he will also be able to
And-
write the relationship between Virgil and his father
I was about
really
to say
well.
son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which needs to be. So yes, I think that's a great pick. No notes.
I was about to say
We did it, James.
take. I was about to say we
There we
take all
go,
this and
yeah.
present it to James. I want credit
Robert Townsend,
somewhere.
bring him out. Bring him
If
out.
nothing
Knock
else, I
on
want
his
to do a
door.
special
Facts.
thank you comment.
Call him.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of credits when it says special thanks to, I want it to say Grown A Geeks right there. And then individually, I want us all named.
Right. And then also a picture in my bio.
And a paycheck. So whatever we got to do to make that happen. Yeah, we're gonna end up sending the whole treatment in a second. Every time I get on here with Jeff, we done wrote another damn movie.
What
One of
would
these
it
days-
be? So just basically origin story and then like maybe like one baddie. Or would it be more like situational, like learning to use his
I
powers
think
and
what I
minor
would do
baddie?
is Big Bang. Will we meet
montage.
him?
Go
I
ahead.
think we meet him. Big Bang. Then there's a couple like smaller Big Bang babies that do some smaller stuff where he's like learning how to use his powers. But then like I don't know if he needs to have like fight like Ebon in the first movie. I think he can just be like a shadowy figure playing in the background, but I think he saves the community center from like the white dude with the fire flames or something at the end of the movie, and one of the like heroes from one of the big heroes from the DCU shows up, and
even better,
Green Lantern, Aaron Pierre.
Okay, if you want to tie that in, I was gonna tie in Blue Beetle. Keep it at the younger crowd.
A better movie than
okay
given credit to be, I would say.
You know, Jeff wants everybody to be black.
Hell yeah. They ain't putting none of us in Blue Beetle. Why you gotta come over here?
There you go.
Boy, we can meet in the Teen Titans movie. But you gotta invite me to your house first.
Who would be the superhero? Mr. Terrific?
Either him or Green Lantern, because the Green Lantern show will be out, so I'll have like Aaron Pierre. Because that's who Virgil.
You have to say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback.
Oh, that's Mufasa. Yeah.
No, you do. Every time you say his name, you say it in your head.
Who? Aaron Pierre?
No, I be like this nigga Aaron Pierre.
Actually, you know what? I don't object to the Hal. I do not object to the Hal Jordan. I do not object to the Hal Jordan. I think it actually fits. It works.
Wait, isn't he John Stewart?
John Stewart.
Yeah, he's John Stewart.
John Stewart. Sorry,
and John Stewart is very black.
Yeah.
Like I like John
British.
Stewart. Yeah, well,
Hello.
Oh, he has
I'm
to
Green
take
Lantern,
what we got.
John Stewart. In darkest day and blackest night.
Hey, I didn't even know Damson Idris was British or Nigerian or whatever. So they do a good job.
I'm making an announcement. I'm also British. I've been British this whole time.
I knew it. Fish and chips.
Pip, pip.
All right. Well, we will come back and we will do another show another day, and we'll talk about some individual IP and the return of standalone IPs. I I could go for the Static movie. I think this is I think it works out pretty good. And as always, everything's put together very well. It all makes sense. It fits.
Except if the soundtrack.
It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
The rest of it, I'm on board. No, I'm joking. I'm just kidding.
See, and again, I think
independent IPs watch together.
Together.
I've never seen anything like it. You've never seen any. There's another. It's another movie where you're like, you know what's happening next? No, you don't. You don't. You don't know. You think you know.
Is it streaming?
Dave Franco.
I know it was just in the theater.
I don't know if it's streaming yet. I don't know if it's streaming.
Yes. You can get it on Amazon for $20. You can get it on
Fandango.
That's not streaming. If I gotta pay for it, that's not streaming.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you.
It is not free. It is available.
It's available
at home. It is not
saying.
On streaming services yet.
I have already.
I'm telling y'all, I told y'all to watch The Substance. I told y'all that The Substance wasn't like anything I have ever seen, but that it was so good. And Demi Moore was so good. And in this movie, not James Franco. What's the brother?
Dave Franco.
Dave. Wow. Like, okay. This is the movie that made me be like, who? James who? Even though I just called him James, but yeah. Like, honestly, I'm like, wow. Gee.
Yeah, the trailer looked good. The trailer looked really good.
I heard somebody else, another friend of mine said that.
But it's like you think you know what this movie is about, but you don't. But there is some body stuff. I'm gonna just be real honest.
I mean, it's at this point I almost want to be like, it's fine, whatever. Let's just bring it on. Given that you have pressed it this hard just today.
You're married too? Yeah.
I'm gonna trust and go with what you're saying, because I didn't jump on when I should have with The Substance, and after I watched it, I was like, damn, I should have watched this first time she said it. You said this, I'm gonna watch this first time you said it. So
just saying.
We'll be coming back to be up on this and together.
I am still bitter about that, by the way. I'm bitter about Debbie not getting that Oscar.
Yeah, she should have got that.
I'm bitter. I'm as bitter as I am that Toni Collette did not get an Oscar nomination for Hereditary, and I will forever shout that from the rooftops. Like, it's terrible the way that they do horror, because horror can be done well. What's her name? And what was the other dude? The Ari Aster movie where they was in Sweden. Florence Pugh in the movie.
Midsummer.
They put the dude in the bear. What's it called?
Isn't that Midsummer?
Thank you. Yeah, she was so good in that. Like, so unsettlingly good. That scene, the end where they just focused on her face, and I couldn't even tell what that expression was on her face. Like,
good horror brings a lot out of the actors. Like, you have to be a really good actor to sell good horror. I have to believe that you're afraid. I have to believe in what you're seeing, what you're experiencing, in order for me to get that same feeling from watching you. If you don't look scared, if you don't act scared, if you don't act concerned, then there's no reason for me to be concerned. So,
like, people were like, oh, well, sci-fi and like comic book movies and stuff like that, they don't really get nominated. They don't get recognized. And I just think that's crap. I think RDJ did an amazing job as Iron Man. I think he should have been recognized for that. Angela Bassett in Black Panther 2.
Absolutely.
Like, sci-fi in general, because I have to believe that this tennis ball that you're talking to is this creature or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy should have got an Oscar. Eddie Murphy should have got an Oscar for Nutty Professor.
Dreamgirls.
and Dreamgirls.
So
I
he should
think
have got an
Black
Oscar.
Panther should have been best movie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, I just the way they do certain genres, like that's a whole different. Like when you want an Oscar, you got to go do, John down by the coast, or
Yeah.
Yeah, some weird art.
you know what I mean? Like Jeff really made me think about that when he was talking about. I think it was Jamie Foxx, and he was like,
Yeah.
he started doing those. Not was it Kevin Hart you were talking about? Somebody was like, you
No, it was
start
Jamie
doing those
Foxx.
No, Jamie
Oscar bait
Foxx.
It was
movies,
Jamie Foxx.
and I was like, it's so true because Eddie. It was like after Eddie lost for Dreamgirls, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this Oscar," and he started doing. It's like, no, dude,
Like,
do
why
the
are you taking
thing.
care? Why are you taking care of this
Welcome.
little white girl after her mom died? What is this movie?
Right? You gotta poke him. Go do the thing we like
Like,
again.
bro,
Right.
I would love
I'd
for
rather
Eddie to do stand up again. I really
I'd
want him to
rather
do
him make
stand up.
Pluto Nash than to be doing them kind of movies.
That movie was good though.
Pluto Nash,
What was it called, Mister
With the white girl, Mr.
Not Mr.
Something.
Deeds.
Mister Johns, Mister? What was it, Mister Jones?
That thing
Mr.
was
Something. Whatever it was
melodramatic.
called, it was a good movie.
I have no
That's like
idea. I haven't seen it.
that's like a whole genre of movies too, where it's like weird interracial friendships that don't really exist in real life outside of the construct of like Jim Crow. Like Karina is a good movie, but
That's why is that the first movie that jumped into my head. I promise on everything I loved. I promise on everything I love. The very first movie that popped into my head was Corey.
Like I've seen it once, but it's just like I can't watch Whoopi Goldberg work for these white folk.
I love that movie. It's not good. It's not, and it's like it's everything you said it was. But boy, I love that movie.
Yeah, that's the target demo though. That's for like the My Girls and all that kind of stuff.
It was definitely in that, the little girl was in it from Hope Floats. Like, it was absolutely that movie. One of those movies.
Brandy,
The Legend of Bagger Vance. That's another one.
Bruh.
That's the magical Negro. That's about as magical a Negro as you can get.
Nah, Green Mile was fixing people jump.
And murdered anyway.
He was tired. He was tired.
That man brought Tom Hanks' sperm back to life.
And
John
I get it.
Coffey, okay? That's
I was just watching the thing about that, and they were watching the ending of that. And I was like,
will heal
it just very much feels like I'm absolving you of murdering me, even though I'm innocent, and you know I'm innocent, and a whole fucking miracle. And I kind of wish that John Coffey would have looked at him when he was like, do you want to run away? First of all, I'm not getting very far. I'm an 8-foot tall nigga in Jim Crow South, in overalls and no shirts. So we both know I can't run away from here, but I'm not going to make you feel better about this. It's terrible, and God is going to hate you for killing me. I hope you can't sleep for the rest of your life, nigga. Every night you close your eyes, I'm a beat her in the dark, and all you gonna see is my teeth. I hate you.
Somebody flipped the switch. You get halfway through, he was like, like, please.
Like, I don't like, oh, I'm tired. So you don't have to feel bad for murdering me when you know that I'm innocent and sweet. Oh, take it with the love they have. They take it with them. Take all of my wisdom in my mouth.
JC, man. It's JC.
But that's the metaphor for what they want us to do. They want us to look at them and be like, I know it wasn't you, and me and you have a great relationship. So even when this bad thing happens to me that's perpetuated by you and your belief in the system, you can feel good about yourself because you and I had a strong interpersonal relationship that didn't actually help me in the long run.
In any way.
It couldn't save
me. I gave and gave.
And you go on with your life.
And you gave me cornbread. Thanks.
Thanks for this white cornbread.
You got to watch the movie?
You
got to watch the movie?
That's how I felt about The Help.
Remember he watched the movie. What was it? Was it Singing in the Rain or
Rain?
He got to watch Singing in the Rain.
Angels. Yeah, they are. Mind you, I love that movie. Okay, I am.
What?
I
The
am
Green Mile?
their fan. So,
yeah, I love Green Mile.
Are they just like angels? Are they?
And I mean, that's the thing. The movies be good. So it's like, okay, there's merit to continue showing them and watching them, but you can also like, hey, white people, like, we see what you're saying, and like, that ain't what we saying. Like, y'all solution is not something that actually like works. So now you just like, I don't want to feel bad, so I'm gonna make some movies where you can feel a little bit bad in the movie, but you can walk out of your theater with your head high, knowing that you're Emma Stone in The Help, not character. The lady who had to eat the shit pie.
I hate The Help too, but I didn't even watch the movie. I read the book and despised the book.
I fucking love The Help. I watch The Help every time it comes on TV.
Are you serious?
And the movie
I do.
good.
I watch it every time it comes on TV.
RG, come on, bro.
Come on, Miss Minnie don't burn no chicken. What the fuck, man? Hell no, that shit classic, man.
Nah,
I don't watch it for the white people. I watch it for
the.
Bro,
do you know the story behind The Help?
No.
She got her Oscar.
What is the story behind
that?
Good.
But
the story behind The Help is the character who Emma Stone was. This is based off of real stuff. Mm-hmm. The black maids asked her not to write this book, and she wrote it anyway. And none of them black maids got paid off of the book or the movie. And they ended up having to, like, basically the families of the black maids ended up having to sue this lady who wrote this book and made all this money off of the story of these black women, which is why the movie The Help is about Emma Stone and not The Help.
I got you. Yeah, they didn't. Well, the white lady didn't make no money off of me either because I didn't pay for the shit. So I watched that movie for free. So
that's when the movie's like the green book.
About I'm just the saying, chick who wrote movie. The Lovely Bones. So that is an amazing movie, and it was a really good book. And I won't support anything or anything that she does because.
She got some black dude locked up.
I love the Matrix.
She got that black man locked up. Knew it was a lie. Lived off the lie. Wrote a book about the lie. Ate off the lie. And kept that man locked up for a time. I want to say it was like 10, 20 years.
Damn.
And knew the whole time he was innocent.
Damn.
And gave the most carefully worded non-apology I've ever seen a white woman give in my life, and had people in the book group defending her. Boy, when I tell you I lit them comments up so much they turned the comments. Y'all not gonna try to make me feel bad for this woman who took away this innocent man's life. His life. This man didn't have any kids. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't even gotten married or nothing. 20 years of his life. Yeah, miss me with Alice Sebold, I think her name is. Yeah, she can go straight to hell too. And that man didn't get paid. She wrote a book about it. Named this man. She made up a whole, didn't make it up. She was assaulted, but it wasn't by this man.
Right.
But she made up a whole scenario. That man didn't get paid off that. They was making a movie off of it, which is when the fact checker of the movie was like, hey, wait a minute. This man is innocent. He wasn't even a lawyer. God, he was just a dude who was like, there's no way these are the same people. Can you imagine that? I just can't imagine.
Yeah, RG. How can you
sitting in prison?
Sounds fun.
It was RG the whole time.
I'm just watching it like,
he was the one who pointed the finger at the dude. It was him.
There you go.
It was him. I saw him yesterday. No, I just mean, what are those things where you separate art from the artist? How far do you go?
Right. I still bump R. Kelly. No, I'm just playing.
I don't. I haven't for years. And I didn't feel the loss.
I haven't felt the loss either. It's only been like 1 or 2 times where I was like, I love to listen to Your Body's Calling right now. But there's other songs that give me the same feeling.
Yeah.
There's only been the occasional awkwardness where I've been out somewhere and somebody Like had a
family,
playlist or something like that, and
Family Reunion.
Came
the
on.
aura is getting played down south.
You can't. I mean, there's
it wasn't even at a
nothing.
family reunion. Actually, you know what? I think it was at a birthday party, and
Right. There's nothing you can do about that. But I have been in environments where they started playing R. Kelly. We were at a brunch and they started playing R. Kelly, and it felt like every eye in the room looked at the DJ and he cut it short. Like nobody said
Yeah, you
anything.
better. That's the test. You trying to see if they, you know, you
Let's
throw
see
one
how-
out there
everybody
and
was
see
like-
how it's gonna go.
There you go.
So you know if
There
you're
you
gonna
go.
be playing "Step in the Name of Love" later, or you
I'm
just
right
going
there.
straight to the line dances.
I'm
That's the first
spinning.
time
I'm
I've ever
spinning
seen
on
that
everything.
happen. I don't, again, I'm not, listen, if that's what people want to do, that's what people want to do. But it's just like separate the art from the artist. How long?
I
Annie
listen
Hall
to
is
rap
like one of
music.
my
I listen to
favorite, all-time
music
favorite romantic comedies of all
from
time. I haven't watched
dudes
that
who
movie in
have
like 30
bodies.
years because Woody Allen's a piece of trash. So it's like,
Yeah.
am I just, stuck in my morals and missing out on
Yeah,
prime
I'm not.
entertainment?
I cannot. I
And
cannot.
nobody
I
else is
can't take that
boycotting
high
that
road.
dude. He's still making movies.
I can't take the high road. I listen to music from dudes who have bodies on them. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna sit up here and act like like I can't take that high road. I'm not on the high road on that one. So I gotta.
I mean, I look at it.
It's lonely up
like,
here on my pedestal.
Nah, but it's. I mean, it's.
I'm just
it's
walking
like
around
that.
all this shattered glass, man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like that. I mean, even that's why I was like, a little, obviously when Malcolm Jamal Warner passed, it was sad, but it was like even sadder because the main thing that we associated him with has basically been like scrubbed from society. So it's like, to me, I remember when I was a kid and people like that died, there would be marathons on different channels all weekend long. We should have had, Theo's biggest moments and all the threads and
on TV
classic
Land,
episodes that he was a part of, and we didn't even like. Now we're not gonna get to honor some of the like other people who are a part of that show because of the connection to Bill Cosby. And it's like that show is informative for me. It's hard to just sit around and be like, I knew what he was doing behind closed doors, but I'm gonna sneak and watch this anyway. But it also is just like, where are the I think about like My Wife and Kids, and there's other shows like that, but like, where's the current shows that are like that are just like black people trying to make it, black people just trying to and not even trying to make it because they had bread, but like they were just trying to make it. They had fine. He was just trying to get the kids out of his house, and it wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
But we also don't get any Beretta.
Cosby. I can separate Cosby from Heathcliff Huxtable because the Cosby Show wasn't about him drugging and raping women. Right. R. Kelly, I can't separate because the songs that he wrote for little girls.
For girls, yeah.
So when I hear Your Body's Calling,
yeah,
I know he's talking to a 13-year-old.
little girl.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I think in some cases it comes down to the context. So when you ask like, how can you separate the art from the artist? If there is a separation in and of itself between the art and the artist,
right.
I think that's where it's like, acceptable to.
Feels Gordon Gartrell wasn't drugging women, like that doesn't. You know what I mean? Like
right.
So
I'm not thinking of the artist when I'm listening to the art.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I'm not thinking about the artist when I'm listening to the art.
I get that.
I'm not always, but sometimes I'm thinking about the inspiration. Like,
definitely,
if I know the inspiration is like children, it makes it weird. Like once I know that, because I used to be like that too, where I'd be like, I'm not listening to R. Kelly, but there's You Are Not Alone was one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. Then I heard he wrote that song for like some 15-year-old girl who had
after
a miscarriage.
He made her have an abortion,
and I was just like, oh, this is not. This is not wrapped with the sweet sentiment that I once thought it was, because the impetus and inspiration for this is something so like sinister that like I can't separate those two things. The inspiration for me is what makes it harder for like artists like a R. Kelly, or I mean, even some of the artists you're talking about, where it's like, yeah, I listen to rappers who probably shot people, but I don't necessarily listen to a lot of rappers that talk about how they shot people. Like,
Right.
you know, they talk about other stuff in their music, but like we also know they may have allegedly.
These niggas is dropping clues.
But I'm not listening to them. I'm not
sorry,
listening to them young
no,
boys.
These niggas just drop. I'm like, yeah, I remember that when that nigga got
Shot him on
shot.
Black 10, and then I ran 30
Right.
feet, and I dropped the mask in the bushes, and then I ran and I dropped the knife in the gun.
Damn, man, close Bobby Smurder. So I just shot a nigga about a week ago.
John Jones, he lives at 2427 Hartfield Way. I shot him in front of the Quick Trip.
Nah, it's called artistic liberty.
Well, you being slick about that shit. Like, is that why y'all niggas keep talking about the goddamn bus stop? All right.
But that's why James Gunn, you can't get it wrong, because we're gonna get in here and talk about you.
That's fine.
We're not separating the art.
Can't be worse than Zack Snyder. I don't care. That Poppy Seed and me are going to have beef till the end of time. That 20-minute Poppy Seed drop that I was subject to against my will.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Mm.
And it's just hard because it's like people just holding on to the fact that they wanted it to be good, and it's like, I'm sorry, it's not. You liked it and it's cool, but it wasn't good.
Right.
It wasn't good enough to continue. Not enough other people liked it. And it's not necessarily, it don't mean something wrong with us.
There you go. There you go.
I guess.
You gotta learn how to deal with people who don't like the kind of shit you don't like. That's like the hallmark of being a nerd and being a geek. You like something that everybody else don't like.
Yeah.
And now those people are the ones online like, you don't like it, you don't understand. But it's like, bruh, you would not have survived like real actual in real life culture as a geek.
Yeah. I know people who came to blows during some of them conversations in school, for real. Like,
right.
Straight up. What you mean? Like, nah. Back away slowly, bro.
I've been fortunate.
Somebody tell your ass to shut your ass up in real life. You ain't no whatever you say on the computer, you're not saying it back in real life.
Not at all. Not at all.
Again, I seen people come to blows talking crazy in real life over stuff that you would not think they would fight over, like Transformers.
Well, even in real life, there's you can have your opinion, and your opinion can be factually wrong and whatever. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because much like you, I've seen some situations escalate unnecessarily based on delivery. Yeah. It had nothing to do with the topic. They couldn't even remember what they was arguing about later. Because when you try to ask either one what was said to make, neither one of them got it right. But it was the finger in the face.
Yep.
Talking and the little push at the end. It doesn't matter. I don't care what it is you gotta say. I don't care what point you trying to make. Keep your hand over there. No. Keep your hand over there while you make said point. Because if you find your way over here making this point, I'm gonna make.
You're gonna find yourself back over there.
Okay.
You gonna be over here making a point, and I'm gonna be right here making contact. That's what's gonna happen. So.
These kids today don't know. Like, I get cyberbullying and I get that it's. Did y'all watch The Catfish, the unlisted number? Child, today. These people are crazy. It's a documentary. Y'all have to watch it. It's about this girl that was getting harassed for years on the phone and like.
Wait,
online.
Is that the one where it was her mom?
Well, I didn't want to spoil it. Right.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. I didn't watch it either. So somebody told me about it, and they was like, yo, dude,
People are
like,
crazy.
and the whole
these
time
days.
it was her
and
mother,
people
and I
really
was
will
like,
get
what?
online and just be a whole different person. And that is so scary.
I don't think I
That
ruined
is
it for you.
scary.
John dies at the end. So
they weird. Yeah, people weird. People just weird, man. They like the attention.
I'm like,
the
y'all don't know real life. That's why so many people getting popped in the mouth these days, because y'all forget that you're not online anymore. You cannot talk to people like that in
there is
real
not
life.
enough people getting
Chris
popped
Rock.
in the mouth these days. That's the problem. There's not enough people.
I love those.
They need to legalize. They need to
the full
legalize.
circle. Oh, I love it. I love it.
You
What
gotta
a closer.
legalize the ability to punch somebody in the face for saying something stupid. I should not have to go to jail because you said something
like Mike
stupid
Tyson.
and you
When
crossed
Mike
the
Tyson
line.
punched that dude, like, why is you playing with me? Like, I'm not Mike Tyson.
There's villages in like South America and Central America where people they do that. You come to the village circle and you fight whoever you got a problem with, and then you let it go, and that's
good.
it. And this
Fucking
picture,
purge.
these women be in that circle thumping.
Fucking purge. Oh yeah, I seen that.
Now,
I'm just
like,
saying,
damn, she was
does the
mad.
victor get to choose the fact? Does the victor of the battle is that the determined win?
No,
I think it makes sense. If I beat your ass, I'm right.
So be quiet.
There you go. Then.
like I beat your ass, so you don't have to
victor
talk
goes
to me.
I mean, I've always thought of it like trial by combat. If two people are disagreeing about something, trial by combat. If they get into a fight, whoever wins the fight, that's the answer to the argument. Like that's what it is now. Doesn't matter who was actually right.
Nah, nigga, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you.
That's how it used to be. That's why people used to have to fight 3 and 4 times. Like, I'm gonna keep coming back and I'm gonna keep fighting you because I was right.
You know, and see, and that's the thing. And because of course it's like, history is written by the victors. And so it's like ultimately, if two people got a squabble and one person has an opinion, if this person over here says Zack Snyder had the best Superman movie of all time, this person over here don't agree, and they get to fight. If the Zack Snyder fan wins,
I'm not fighting you because
you know what I'm saying?
Because we disagree about the movie. I'm fighting you because you said you pussy ass nigga who like Zack Snyder.
No.
That's why we fighting. We fighting for the pussy ass nigga.
I absolutely.
That's what I'm fighting for. We fighting for that.
What the fight does is it
comes
says,
from this side. Now we got to respect the Zack Snyder fan on the foolishness because
I'm a sports fan. I'm a sports fan.
I don't gotta respect shit. If I wasn't in the fight, that's on y'all.
Well, true.
Like the Christians invaded these countries, and they was like, "Y'all gonna be Christian," and they was like, "No, we're not gonna be Christian. We're Muslim." And they was like, "Okay." And then they beat them, and they hung them, and then they came back and said, "Y'all gonna be Christians," and they was like, "You know what? But Christianity seems like that's the way to go." I feel like. You're right. You're right.
Sometimes it's just like I beat that ass, and if you bring it up again, we're gonna have to talk about. I'm gonna have to do it again. It's just to set the tone of like how you can talk to me. It ain't even about the agreement, or you ain't got to agree with me.
Oh no. I fully understand that. Like I pointed out very early that most of the times the arguments and whatnot, it's not even what you say, it's how you say it. I'm fully aware. I was simply making a comment as far as trial by combat. Two people fight. The winner gets to decide.
I think it should be. And although to be fair, these days I don't do much physical fighting. I got my wrists, got a carpal tunnel, and I got a bad knee in my hip. So we would have to mediate. We'd have to sit down and talk about it.
I'm shooting you in the fucking leg. That's what I'm doing. I'm shooting
pinky toe. I'm taking off pinky toes.
I'm fucking tired. I ain't got all that.
If somebody beat your ass, you gotta agree with them. But that don't mean everybody gotta agree with them. Like, he ain't beat my ass.
Right, there you go.
But then if I beat your ass, then you and the person who asked you beat, now y'all gotta agree with me.
Like I said, the victor determined, because ultimately it's one of those things where when you get to a point, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can say something, you can talk reckless, you can say crazy things, you can do whatever you want. As long as you have the ability to say, well, you can't whip my ass. who gonna stop me? As
Well,
long
check
as you
me.
can have that mentality in any conversation, in any argument, you can say what you want to say. You can speak
Yeah,
recklessly.
you got to have the
You can
confidence
talk
of the
crazy.
bride when you walk into those situations.
Yeah, I tell gay
I'll
at a
say and
lot
do
of
whatever
sport,
the hell I
a lot
want,
of
and ain't
football
nothing you
games.
can
Let
do.
us make sure that we
So-
clarify. Grown A Geeks does not condone you going out there getting your ass beat because you thought
Right.
you was
And
big
because
and bad.
again, let me clarify. I don't physically
Yeah.
fight.
That was on
Okay. I'm
you
not,
to
I'm
That
gonna
say
have to
what you
pull out
Naruto,
a
that
said.
baton or
Naruto,
something.
that
I'm
Naruto
not.
shit don't work.
It is not gonna work because we not.
You better
Because I'm
jutsu your
old and I
ass.
don't have time to fight you and wrestle you because it's
Stop.
gonna hurt
Stop.
me more than that's gonna hurt you.
RG,
So I'm
don't finish
fucking
that
shooting
sentence.
you in the fucking leg. There we
I
go.
just asked you
Half of
not
the
to finish
Chinese
that sentence.
RG, why you always gotta turn to Tupac on Yo MTV Raps when he was talking about the Hughes brothers?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
One of
Show
those
is live,
The
like
bro.
Ace
systemic.
Ventura
The
with the
syst-
dark.
We can't even pretend like we don't know. They're gonna be like, "We got you on tape, sir." You're sitting right there
I'm
listening while
getting
you
caught.
said
No,
this.
Understand. I don't have no problem with I'm getting caught. I can't run. Running my forte. I'm not
Oh,
the cops is
Allegedly.
after me. If the cops is after me, I'm getting caught. You know what I'm saying? But my shit legal. You know what I'm saying? We old. This is why it's grown man geeks. I can legally shoot you now. I done seen an OG get punched in the face and then shoot the dude and beat the charge. So therefore, that's how we doing this, young boy. I'm not fighting
right.
you. I feel like you threatened my life. You fast as fuck, nigga. Woof.
You better hope Trump didn't get rid of that
Soon
policy.
as that happens, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No,
but there's so
no,
much truth in that.
no.
There's
I
I
seen him beat the
listen.
charge. As soon as I seen that dude beat the charge, I was like, oh, I'm not fighting no more. That's crazy.
This children is why you resolve conflict with words.
You should. You
And
definitely
you don't
should.
have charges.
You definitely should. Always use your words
charges.
first. Always use your words first. I try.
I
to use my
myself
words
am a
first.
grand orator.
Yes.
I have talked myself out of many a fight.
I would love for it to go that way. I don't want to shoot you in the leg. Let's be clear about
Even
that.
back in the day,
I don't
and I was
want
a
to do
fighter.
that.
I talked myself out of more fights than I was
I don't
in
want to do that. I'm
because I
not
didn't want to
looking
have
for
to
reasons.
fight. Fighting is exhausting. You ever got into a real fist fight? God, it's 5 minutes, the longest 5 minutes of your life.
Well, no, that's because women take a long time to fight. Y'all. Girl fights are
Take a long
always
time to
way
fight. If we
longer.
like this and you yelling and screaming in my face, we past the point of talking. I'm not doing all that. Like these days,
Girl
they go
fights
back
take a
and forth
long
on the
time
internet.
because
I
No,
would
I'm just
literally
saying,
get in
y'all
the
don't-
car and
y'all
drive. I
knock each
stole
other
a car
out.
and drove over this girl's house to fight her one time because she was popping off on the phone. Like I was never one of those. Once you in my face, that's
Oh no,
girl fights take a long time because once y'all get to fighting, it ain't no pulling y'all apart. That shit be like the little cartoon clouds of dust. And if you get in there, you in the fight now.
Y'all gotta. I was raised by my dad. I never fought like. I'm not doing all that. I'm grabbing your neck and then I'm punching you in the face. And after that, whatever happens.
Yeah, but
that was my MO. Everybody knew. Like you right here, you dumb. You talking to me. You're not guarding nothing. So.
My wife was a teacher. She said the rule was if it's two boys fighting, a woman teacher can get in the middle and they will stop because
they won't fight.
If it's two girls fighting, you gotta just let them fight.
Yep.
We gotta tucker each other out.
Like you gotta jump in when if clothes start getting ripped off or body parts start getting exposed, then you can like jump in and like stop that. But other than that, bro, you ain't.
Once somebody's got a good grip of hair,
all that hair pulling and all this. I've seen people. I guess maybe I never fought like that. So maybe that's why I avoided it. Cause I'll tell you what, you pull out a chunk of my scalp, I'm gonna reevaluate my whole life thinking I'm gonna have to give my life to God. Fighting ain't for me. It's not for me. You done pulled out a plug of hair and scalp. Listen, I need to have a talk and come to Jesus. I'm not living right. That's terrible.
I was fortunate to not have to get into a lot of fights, but the ones I got into, I have older siblings who tease me relentlessly. So I was well prepared and probably more prepared for these fights. I was never intimidated by anybody who was bigger than me because it was everybody that was bigger than me. So that wasn't the issue. And I quickly learned that anything around, I'm like John Wick with it, because anything around me has the potential to end up attached to your body.
Facts.
If we fighting, it's fair game.
We ain't boxing. There ain't no fucking referee.
We're not squaring up. I'm in the lunchroom.
I'm busting your head with this bottle. You getting hit with the 40.
If somebody reaches across the table in the lunchroom and slap me, I'm gonna grab that lunch tray
40 at school
and put it up across.
Yes.
Y'all remember where RJ went to school? You know what I'm saying?
There's a 40.
All
I'm
I'm saying is like I told my ex-husband when he was trying to get froggy when we were young and dumb. I'm not putting it on him, but I told him, "Sir, you are 6'2". You are 235 pounds. I am not fighting you.
Gotta hit you with
if you put hands on me, I promise you will feel it. But I'm not finna go heads up with you. I'm not crazy." Just one time I took a run and he snatched, out of midair by the waist, snatched me out because I was running for the kitchen and he knew. This is why I don't fight with people and argue and go back and forth because I ain't wrapped too tight. And
there you go. Shoot him in the leg.
That's why we never had a gun. He straight up was like, "No, we cannot have a gun because you will shoot
me."
And
I was like, attempted murder.
Not
if
like
I
in
was
the bad
aiming
place,
down.
but like in the calf, I would have.
I wasn't trying to kill you,
just to prove my point. Like,
okay, it is too much violence on this show right now. I need y'all to
I have changed. That
come
was
all the way
years
back.
ago. That was years ago.
And I'm so glad it was years ago. We go get back to the movies.
So you'll know this geek shit ain't soft over here.
To the good stuff.
It ain't sweet, son.
Ain't nothing sweet about this geek life, homie.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
so
like
you know.
You clearly have to be ready for it because you know what I'm saying? Like
you ain't never seen a bitch ass dragon before.
You all in.
So that's why it's Dragon Con. So
you know what I'm saying?
Shit is fire over here.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah. So look, do the thing. You know what it is. QR code is over there with Brandy. Click, like, subscribe, share the content. You know what I'm saying? It helps us out a lot. We really appreciate when you do it.
We do.
It's other shoulder.
Other way.
Other arm. Use your other arm. There you go. There you go.
There you go. Yep, right there. That's it. That's the one.
Oh, because it's over here on my side.
You pointing at Jimi Hendrix.
I'm pointing at John Lennon on my end.
Now you are. There's a QR code.
The QR code is over John Lennon.
Yeah.
That's weird because that's not what I see.
Because it's mirrored on your screen because you're looking at it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. So I've been pointing at air for like an idiot, and nobody told me for weeks. That's fine. No,
honestly, everybody, and honestly, everybody does this because it's whoever's in that corner.
Yeah, this is your new to the box.
You know what?
You're new to the box.
Boom.
There you go.
See, now it's our
Watch how they look. Boom.
Folks.
Boom.
Boom.
You see, we've all taken time and had to do it. And the funny thing is, like, the only person that doesn't go there is look. I don't go there because it covers my face. That's so you know what I'm saying. Like you people who are kind enough to sit in the middle and make it simple, that works out. See, and that's typically what Jeff will do. Like we know it's up there somewhere.
Just click on it.
That's it. That's all you got to do. Just scan the. There we go. Oh, you go Kamehameha. There you go. All right. You know what? We definitely made up for it. 2 weeks worth of conversation we had tonight. I appreciate it, y'all.
Amen.
I'm so glad to get back on here and talk with y'all. Maybe next week, if let's see, we'll be 3 episodes in on Peacemaker. By that time, Jeff will have decided if he's done watching it or not.
I'm with Teresa. I stand with Teresa.
No comment.
Yeah, Peacemaker
at this point.
Yeah,
this season's tough, man.
It is.
Don't even.
We don't have to. We can wait till the end, and
we won't. Even then, I'm good on it. That's why I said I figured one more episode, we'll know whether or not Jeff's out, and then we can trash it at that point. If he's done with it,
I can't even campaign for it.
Cool. You see, I'm not pushing for it. It's all good. Hey, we thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. We are Grown A Geeks. For Brandy, Jeffrey, Audrey, Teresa, I'm Sam, and we are out of here. Peace.